Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, test. Hello, everybody. Can we hear it? Can we hear? Let's find out. Test, test. Let's see. Let us see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So, all right. So I'm a. Why is it buffering there? All right. So guys, give me. So it looks like it's working. Okay. God, that's not how I wanted to start it, but I'll explain in a second, and we'll get going. By the way, I don't have a time limit, so hopefully this is okay. Is it? By the way, is this the same link, guys, or no? Is this a completely new link? Let me know. So we'll see here. Goodness gracious. So I can check the live over here. All right. So, guys, it's a different link. Ugh. Can you guys share it around? Somebody said same link. Wait a minute. Then not the same. It's different. Of course. So that same link that I shared everywhere is now, of course, it's different. So let me share the new one. Anime Fusion. Dave, I love you. Hi, I love you too. All right. What's going on? Hold on. Let me get to that in a second. Let's. I have to reshare this link everywhere because, God. So I was rushing around like crazy today. I got done everything about 7 p.m. So let me view these comments here. I'm gonna just edit previous posts that I made. So let's see. Boom. Let's see if that does it up. All right. So thanks, guys, for coming in and hanging out here. I appreciate it. Who are we talking? Hello, Simon's here. But everybody talk to Simon. Everybody ask Simon questions. Simon Franzman is here. By the way, is the sound good with the interface here and the microphone and everything? Should be pretty locked in. How is it? How's the audio quality? Hi from Belgium. What's up, Richard? Everybody say hi to Simon. Dave's presence always making my... Oh, well, I appreciate that. Simon's having a Q&A right now in my chat. What's up, Chris G? Chris, that was a great video, man. The how tall are they? I love that idea, and I love the way you framed it. It was very cool. I was definitely surprised by a couple of them. Not Andrew, though, because I played in a big band next to him, and he towered over me. He's much taller than I am, so I'm not... Well, I don't want to give it away in case I'm in one of your videos. Everybody say hi. Hi, Simon. Softly. I have a bunch of tunes that people already suggested, and I have them. I have the most killing section ever, iReal Pro, on the ready here. So, a couple things, guys. So, like I said, it was crazy. Another thing is I'm not tech savvy at all. I'm actually using OBS for this. I know. Look at me. I'm amazing. But apparently, if you keep OBS open but shut down the camera, shut off the interface, and then turn it back on, if you don't restart OBS, at least for me, it didn't work. So now I know. Once I get everything set up, then I have to restart OBS, restart the camera, restart everything, and then we'll be good. So we'll see. I thought I posted it somewhere else. So I'm going to post this thumbnail, and then let's get going into this. So for the people that are now watching this after, not live, I'm going to put, and for the people that are here now, I have a Q&A. Wait, Jacob, wait a minute. I don't like when Simon starts posting like that. Are you planning to give us an update on the Giant Step speedrun? Uh-oh. On a special someone. Uh-oh. You told me we weren't. Hold on, Simon. We got to talk, man. I thought we weren't doing that. I thought you said no. But I guess we are now. Listen, everybody. Cheers. Don't spill the tea. I got this mug from one of my students, former students. It's a great mug. I love it. It's great. Cheers. All right. So, for the people watching after, I'm going to. I'll put timestamps in the description at some point, so you can skip all this nonsense in the beginning of me screwing up. Only the people here live get to hear all the garbage of me, messing this up. So, I had this is going to be not very, as you know from me, this is not going to be very structured. So I like that you guys are talking in the chat right now. By the way, I have the computer right here. Camera's here, so if you see me looking off to the side, that's what I'm doing. So I asked for some questions on Patreon ahead of time, so I'm going to answer those first. But before that, I'm going to play a tune that I think I started the last stream with, or I know I played it in the last stream. I may have started with another tune, but this is one of my favorite standards. It might be my favorite jazz standard tune. By the way, for those wondering if the stickers are real or or something like that, or if they're not actually there. Oh, they're there. The only thing is I had to take off the Better Sax sticker that was down here because it kept falling off. It wouldn't bend right. Like even this Jumpman sticker, the Jordan sticker, I had to put blue tape behind it so you can see it because it's the same color as my horn. That keeps falling off. I gotta figure out. I gotta glue it on or weld it to that. But I got the Better Sax here. I got key leaves there. Key leaves on the inside with Kenny, obviously. And, so check it out. So, like I said, this is going to be my... No, J. Mick, stickers are fake. Posterizing... It is. Yeah, Chris, it was the only spot that fit. So I didn't mean it to be like that, but, hey, man, no harm meant there. So let's start with the tune, and then we'll get into the Q&A. The video and audio are out of sync. That's probably because I'm running it through Logic first. How bad is it? How far out of sync? Have you done any gigs with stickers? No. Reactions from professionals. Okay. But I have good news about a possible gig that you can all watch for free, actually. A real good gig. It's not that bad. Okay, it's fine. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so there's always going to be a little delay because I don't know what I'm doing. That's why. Dom Palumbi, one of my good friends, as you guys know, he knows how to do this. One day we're going to spend all day and he's going to hook me up and teach me how to do this right. So here's, I've never been in love before with the ever-swinging iReal Pro. I left the drums in there and the Rhodes piano. The regular piano sounds like garbage, but the Rhodes keyboard, I usually just play with bass. But people told me on the internet they like to hear the drums and stuff. So here we go. Let's play tune. Let's dive into this Q&A. Let's get a good hang here. He's a killer player and tech man. Are you talking Dom? Yeah. Dom's a beast. By the way, I learned from my last stream. I'm not going to stand up. I'll just play, here. So when I start playing, guys, let me know how the levels are, and then I'll know my two spots on here. So here we go. All right, I'm done for the night. Okay. There we go. Hey, everybody, and I'm back. Rhythm section solo. Oh, God. My first... All right. Did you guys dig that one? I actually wasn't reading the chat while I was playing. I do that a lot with... if I go on Instagram. Anthony, I didn't see that, man. Hey, Anthony, how are you doing? Thanks so much for the super chat, dude. That is not required. It's not expected, but very much appreciated. I thank you very much. If you have a specific question or a tune you want me to play, let me know. Adjust volume. Simon, stop making fun of me, man. Sorry, guys. I'm just catching up in the chat here. Doodle, loody, doo. Yeah, see? You got that doodle tongue. You practicing? Okay. So, if there's heard this guy named Kenny G would do this song. Of course he would do this song better. Is there any other long-term? All right. So, I'm going to scroll all the way down. Here we go. Did you guys dig that one? Softly is in the morning sunrise. All right. So, I'll get that up for a little later. I'll have to, download it from iReal Pro real quick. How fast do you want it? Tell me that. For some reason, when I got it up on here, it's at 240. So that's a little quick. I don't know what I was doing. What reeds am I playing on? These are D'Addario, Select Jazz, 3 Medium. Not sponsored. This video is not sponsored. But stay tuned for the near future for some information. Not sponsored, though. That's all those reeds back there. They're all D'Addario. Actually, it's blurry because of, what do you call it? Mic is pan left? What? How about that? Oh, geez. Guys, you got to let me know. Yeah. Why is... Oh. Guys, I might be the stupidest person ever. It should probably sound a lot better now. Jeez. For real? There we go. Oh, my God. Van Doren overrated? Now it's a lot. Yeah, guys. Oh, jeez, I stink. Sorry, guys. We're still getting the bugs worked out here. Here's the funny thing about me, and I'm gonna get in some questions, and we're gonna let's just hang. This is not a structured thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Right? Every time I do a stream, I go in the other room and I tell my wife, I say, "Oh my God, I love streaming. It's so much fun. Like people hanging out, we're talking, they're talking with each other. I love connecting with the audience. It's so great. I'm gonna do one a month minimum." The last time I said that was September. That was my last stream. So February, January, December, November, October. That was 7 months ago. So I owe you for 7 streams, guys. So we might be here for 10 hours tonight. All right. Don't beat yourself up. I'm not really, but I want it to be good. I have the setup. I got the cam link, the whole thing. So I just want it to be good, but I'm figuring it out. I had on what do you call it? On Logic, when I have all the tracks that I downloaded, I had all of them selected as input monitoring. So it was just coming out, because I was talking to the left side of here. I think they're all stereo tracks, so it was picking up a stereo signal in. Now it's mono. We're good. Does anybody use BBS reeds? A lot of people love them. By the way, guys, here's the thing. And this is like real talk gear. I'm not a gear person. You may have seen me do gear reviews and stuff, but all of them are kind of the same. It's yeah, it works. If it's in your budget, buy it. But reeds, I think, reed and mouthpiece are the two most important for your sound. I get into these, and I'm not going to rant too much because I want this to be more about your questions and stuff, not about me philosophizing about gear and crap. But people are saying don't buy or they're saying buy this and do a spectrum analysis on the sound, and if it's a little brighter, you shouldn't do that, and buy this horn. And literally reed to reed, I sound like a completely different saxophonist. And I play different. That's probably an issue I need to get over, but I play differently on different reeds. So this reed's real poppy right now. So I'm going to be pop as in it pops out, not like pop music, but it pops out. So I'm going to be very hitting it pretty hard, articulating hard, really going for it. But sometimes, the reed is more dead, and it's kind of older, and I end up playing like that. I play fluffy, and I'm I play like Rich Perry does on tenor. Not that he plays dead and fluffy. He's one of my favorite tenor players of all time. But you know what I mean, a super dark, laid-back kind of thing, as opposed to on top of it, Kenny Garrett type thing. So my last stream convinced me to buy a Moira 5. Yeah, the Moira 5. If somebody just says like, hey, I might play jazz or multiple styles on alto, what should I get? I'm like, Moira 5. I played a Moira 5 from when I was a sophomore in college, so 2006, until last year, 2020. And I switched to the Alto Madness, the 10M fan, the Ultim. Inside Jazz Guitar. Yo, thanks so much for the super chat, for the tip there. Appreciate it. If you have a specific question or something you want me to play, let me know. By the way, Anthony, I must have missed it unless you didn't say it. What tempo do you want me to do softly? Oh, you said it. 180. Got it. Let me get that going for later, just so I have it set. And just remind me to do it if you're leaving at some point. All right, so let me get into a question, guys, real quick that I got asked on Patreon. By the way, I have Patreon if you want to go over there. So I asked them to ask me questions ahead of time. So I got a couple here, a couple that I answered before and stuff. So here's one question is, what inspired you to learn sax, and was sax your first instrument? So I had a pretty typical start with saxophone anyway, which was, it's going to be fourth grade, pick an instrument. And I think I tried a neighbor's, and this is actually bad. This probably shouldn't have happened. But I tried a neighbor's instrument that was a trumpet. Like he played trumpet. He was like an older kid. I tried it, and I couldn't make a sound. I was like, this sucks. So I picked saxophone. Now, any of you are a teacher or you played, you know that like success on your first time trying something when you're 9 or 8 years old does not dictate how it's going to be in the future. So maybe I should have been a trumpet player. But it was fourth grade I started. There was no inspiration. There was no like, oh man, the first time I heard Coltrane, I knew I had to play sax. It wasn't like that. And as Dylan Reed said, yes, piano was my first. I started when I was like 4 or 5, let's say 5. So I've been playing piano a long time. I did the traditional thing, which is like classical lessons every week. And I took them from when I was 5 till about 14 or 15. And then I just stopped. I never took a jazz lesson in my life. I took jazz piano in college, but like, I forget the teacher's name, but she was real cool. Like I told her ahead of time, I was like, yo, like I play piano. Like, do I need to take this class? She's like, yeah, take it. And I was like, okay. So it was like me and my buddy Joe Schmidt. We had to do duets, like over a blues. And we were learning like Bill Evans shell voicings. And I was doing like all this McCoy Tyner stuff and he was soloing. It was hilarious. It was really funny. So that was cool. So yeah, I don't really have there's no cool story about that. Here's another question. If you only had, this might concern a lot more people. If you only had a limited amount of time to practice, say an hour a day, by the way, that's not limited. That's a lot to me anyway. How would you divide up your time most efficiently if your main goal is to become better at jazz improvisation? Well, see that once, even though you said that specifically, this is, oh, by the way, the first question was by Meow Meow, and this one is by, I presume the real name, Alan Hirayama. Alan, if you're here, say what's up. Put some time in on piano. Yeah, piano is like, no matter what instrument you play, you should know how to play piano, even on a basic level. Simon Fransman with 100 Swedish somethings. I love it, man. Thank you so much. That's probably too much money. I want you to play a Swedish folk ballad, a cappella, melody, and solo. I'll send you the sheet. Like right now? Yeah, let's do it. Totally. Email it to me. I'll do it right now. Yeah, dude, let's hear it. A cappella, melody, and solo. I'll send you the, yeah, let's do it. I don't know what SEK 100 is, but it doesn't matter to me. It could be 100 pennies or $100, but Simon's the man. And dude, Simon, you didn't even have to send me that to just do that. You could have just emailed me and be like, Dave, check your email, and I would do it. You're the man. He's a Washington State alum, Alan not Hiyama, Hirayama. Sorry, is that the same person? Hirayama, Hirayama, Hirayama. I don't know if it's the same person. So check this out, guys. So if you want to get better at jazz improvisation, even though it's a specific question, still doesn't get a specific answer. Avalon, Simon's been here the whole time. It's 2 years. Hey, man, dude, appreciate it. You got to come to the United States, man. We'll go out in New York when things are opening up, or Philly. Philly's probably better for hanging and almost everything. Sorry, New York people. What was I going to say? Oh, so jazz improvisation. So if you have a limited time, to me, you have to think about what is jazz improvisation really. You know, it's not the scales. It's not the I want to play tritone subs over 2/5s. Like that's part of it, right? But for me, a great improviser is someone who can tell a story and create a new melody over a song that, one, is creative and unique to them, and 2, fits what's happening around you. So, for example, if we're playing I've Never Been in Love Before, like I just did, medium swing, right? You don't need to do all those runs, and I was playing altissimo and all this other garbage, right? The meat of the solo is I started I tried to start, simple with some rhythmic motifs to give it a certain feel to kind of go in, go out. And obviously, if there's a real rhythm section, they would interact. And then I tried to build it up, build out the range, but then I brought it back in a little bit, then build it back out. So telling the story that way. So what I would say is if you're practicing, honestly, even though it's not concrete practice, work on creating new melodies over tunes. And if you're the kind of person that wants to write it down, write it down. Write out new melodies like contrafacts over tunes that kind of convey some type of story and some story arc. Have it in your mind. Yes, scales are going to be good and learning chords, that's all important. But like knowing tunes, knowing jazz, if you want to get better at jazz improvisation, you should know the history of the tunes. So jazz standards, learn jazz standards. And when I say learn them, learn the melody by ear and also just be able to solo over them. What I like to do also is play the melody. And here's a cool tip for people. If it depends on the melody. Bebop tunes, it doesn't work as much. But I like to play ballads, for example, as if I'm the singer. I play it on saxophone if I'm the singer, and then I fill in around the singer as if I'm the saxophone player. So I'm playing both parts at once. That's a great way. And also, just the last thing on this is I like to take all songs and make them ballads. So take any tune and play it as a ballad, because if you can play it melodically as a ballad, it's easier to play it faster. Yes, you have to have technique and stuff, but if you can play a ballad and sound good on it, like actually like melodic and build the solo, not just play slow, I believe then you just incrementally speed it up and keep that same melody in your mind. Because to me, the most melodic players, you can transcribe the solos, play their transcribed solo as a ballad, and it'll sound good. Because it has melodic content that's lyrical, that draws you in, it tells a story. It's not just scales and chord tones. So I know that's a whole bunch of whatever. Take it for what it is. But learn tunes, learn standard tunes, and then rewrite or play new melodies over those tunes, and that's your improvisation. Oh, over 100 people watching. Awesome. What's up, everybody? Okay. All right, now let's get some questions in here in the chat. And you guys have specific questions for me. I know we're hanging. I'm going to play. We'll talk. I know I missed a whole bunch of questions, guys, so I don't want to go back because I end up doing this. I go back, and then there's 50 new questions, and I miss, so just ask them again. Telling write out A2s, give yourself limitations. That's another one as well, is saying, like, this chorus, I'm going to focus on large intervals of a fourth or a fifth. This chorus, I'm not going to play anything faster than an eighth note, or I'm not going to play anything faster than a quarter note, or something like that. Bert said, you got to learn your instrument and you practice, forget up there and just wail. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, when he says that, the thing about that statement that a lot of people overlook is the first part. He goes, master your instrument, then get up there and wail. That first part, master your instrument, that might take some people their whole life. So that's, a lot of people are just like, oh yeah, just practice a bit and then just go up there and play whatever you want. No. Master your instrument. Can you play anything on your instrument that you can hear in your head instantly without thinking about it in all 12 keys? That's what he could do. Okay, so always remember the first part of that statement. Don't forget that part where he said, master your instrument. Dave, did you see the Spiffing Brits YouTube? I have no idea what you're talking about. Send it to me. Spiffing Brits? I have no idea. Send it, email it to me, DM me. What singers would you recommend listening in order to improve phrasing? Ella Fitzgerald. Do you need another one? Ella Fitzgerald? I mean the greats, Billie Holiday. But for me, it's Ella, like 100% of the time. Best Charlie Parker solo. Oh, stop. Who asked that? Was that Simon? Oh my! See, I'm already way back. I'm way out of time here. I lost it. Simon, stop asking those questions. Best Charlie Parker solo. No, I'm not answering that. G'day, Dave. Long time no see. Are you? Oh, Adrian. I was like about to be like, are you from Australia? Then I saw Adrian. What's up, man? How are things down there? Are they starting to? I know, like, I've seen pictures. My buddy, Jeff, is playing gigs like 5 days a week now. So things seem, and with no mask, everything seems to be pretty cool. Is brass harder to play than woodwind? Oh, 100%. Brass is way harder than woodwind. Woodwind's super easy. Saxophone being the easiest instrument to play. Piano is the easiest instrument to play, as in like make a sound because it's in tune and you just strike it. But saxophone is like I think the easiest instrument to be successful on, especially a wind instrument. Oh, by far. Dom, is Dom here? Oh, what up, Dom? Sorry, dude, I'm catching up on these comments again. 20 minutes in. By the way, Dom, I had a 2 debacles in the beginning, if you're still here, man. OBS, I didn't restart it, so there's no audio. And then when I did restart it, I had the wrong inputs here. But I think we're good now. I'm on the YouTube channel. I'm on the YouTube video reading the comments from there, guys. So when I guess I'm trying to read them in real time with you. Long time, yeah. Have you thought of doing a video on whether or not adding a mass with heavy screws really makes a difference? Sort of. Yes, but no. So someone actually sent me heavy mass screws to try them out, and they didn't make any difference. And because this was their company, and I actually knew the guy, I know him from college, and he like sort of runs a company, or he does run the company, or he's part of it. I said, hey man, they don't make a difference to me, and I don't want to make a video like kind of not bashing them, but I don't want to make a video telling people they're wasting their money for your product. So I just sent him back to him. And he was like, hey, I understand. They're not for everybody. So I don't think they make a difference for me anyway. But here's the thing about gear, guys, that a lot of people say they're like, put it on a spectrum analysis. If it doesn't make a difference, it doesn't make a difference. I said this a million times. If it makes you feel better, even placebo effect, even if just seeing a nice instrument, seeing the heavy mass screw, seeing a nice, expensive, shiny mouthpiece or whatever, if that seeing it puts you in a better state of mind to then play better, then it works. Just because it literally doesn't change anything, if it changes it up here and then it's easier for you to play, more enjoyable, then it does work. It's also your money. Do whatever you want with it. But yeah, it didn't do anything for me. It didn't make me feel any different at all. So I didn't want to do that. You're good, LOL. I'm still here. It still looks in good sound. Yeah, man. Thanks, Dom. Best bomb solo. Ooh. Now that's a good one for the. So hey, Simon, where's Bomb? Simon, where's Bomb? Simon, where's Bomb? Somebody, Camden just commented on Patreon, so I'll answer his question directly. What's your favorite childhood memory? That was probably something with my grandfather down the shore. I don't know if I have a favorite one. That's a lot. All right, hold on, guys. Simon emailed me a chart. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, here we go. It works over a concert D drone, but a cappella at ballad tempo would be nice. All right, guys, here we go. So this is a world's first, not world's first of the tune, but world's first for me. I'm going to play a tune that Simon Franzman just sent me. Worst Charlie Parker solo? There have been some where, like, especially on some of those other albums that, like, they're not the famous recordings where, like, he's, like, you can tell he's pretty messed up and he, like, stops his solo halfway through and just, like, he, like, squeaks and like you hear him try to play a line, you can't do it, tries to play a line, you can't do it, and then he just stops playing and the band's like do you have any tips for sax solo writing? No, I'm not good at that at all, man. Talk to Drew Zaremba. If you want me to get you in touch with him, I can, but if you reach out to him on Instagram, tell him I sent you to him. Drew Zaremba's a beast at sax solo writing and all writing in general. Bomb lays it down hard. Oh my god, the guys, there's so many questions. Hello Dave, how's your day? My day's good. It was a busy day. But good day, and I'm happy I'm here. Please do more smooth jazz in a drive-thru. Yes, I have plans for that. Dom, you want to do that again? But Dom, I have a better idea. I want to set up your micro kit in the back of either my Jeep or my buddy's pickup truck. So I think pickup truck would be better. Like I'll be playing smooth in the driver's seat, and like you won't play, and then when we pass the window, you can just start playing. I think that'd be hilarious. Not a sax question. What makes a good jazz bassist? Ooh, time. This obviously time, but also for me is tone. Like there's a lot of upright bass tones that I don't like. One of the best bass tones I've ever played with, and he's had this since he came into college and he was younger than me, is Ethan O'Reilly. He went to William Patterson with me. Ethan O'Reilly has one of the best bass tones ever. Like ever. Like with real people, not like Jimmy Garrison. It's a different thing. But like for people I play with, he has one of the best bass tones ever. So is Phil Keen. How many years of practice jazz before you could say you sounded decent? Like me personally? That's a loaded question. I have no idea. I still don't think I sound that decent. I have, every time you get better, at least for me, my bar gets higher. So I'm always chasing that, like, getting better. So every day, if I get this much better, I also raise the bar that much. So I still don't, I don't know. We're all just trying out here. We're all just trying. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Just play. If you're asking for yourself too, just play, have fun. We're all on the same path here. I love hearing sax players geek out about gear. Jazz, guitar. Oh, guitarists are so much worse. Oh my God, what? I don't know if that's legal. What? Dom, stop being a wimp. It's not about being legal, okay? I'll pretend like, I'll write up like we have like a thing, like I'll say we're a float. I'll say we have a registration for a float, like in a parade, and we just like veered off the parade to get drive through. And they'll be like, what's the float? What's the parade for? And if it's, in the summer, we'll say, oh, it's, the summer solstice parade or something. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. Can you do more real talk, real tips? Yeah, I have, they're going to be called simple steps though. It's going to be a little different. All right. So here we go. I'm going to play a tune. Oh geez. Oh my God, a float. Hi, Emily. How are you? Love you, Emily. All right. Have you ever tried trombone? Yes, I have. There's a couple videos of me playing trombone on my channel, actually. All right, I'm going to play a tune that Simon Franzman literally just emailed me. It's a folk ballad. Simon, if you want to tell them about it, serious question. What's the weirdest thing a teacher said to you? I'll ask it after I play the tune. All right, so here we go. Simon, if you want to tell them about this tune, do you think the trombone is useless? One of my old teachers told a kid, her student, he was bad. Oh, man. That's no good. All right, guys, here we go. Tell them what this tune is. It's called, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this. Here we go. Let's play a little, whatever this is. It looks nice, though. Let's get a little reverb. that is a beautiful tune. That is an incredibly beautiful tune. I hope I did it a little bit of justice, Simon. Hope I played it somewhat right. Definitely the details originally a folk song. Yeah, it was. That was a great tune. Wow, that was nice. Yeah, so Simon just sent me that, guys. I don't understand how you move around your chair. Any body movement for me is a no when I'm playing. You mean it's a no as in like it messes you up, or like you have like a rule? I couldn't sit still if I'm playing. No way. And I'm trying to be. I'm trying to do that, but still keep the bell somewhat near the microphone. That's why I love playing live, because like unless it's like, you know, you really need the microphone. I love moving around. Let's see here. No, you're gorgeous, Simon. Love Dave's tone. Thank you. Tone to me is the number one thing. So like that's the one thing that I really always strive for. And I always tell people the same thing. I say, you know, if you're no matter what you do, play with a good sound. That's the one thing you can always control. You might play a wrong note. Your saxophone, you know, something might happen. You might play a wrong note. You might not know what the chord is. But you always have control over your sound. So always try to play with a good sound. Because remember, a good sounding, confident, wrong note is always going to be better than a timid, weak, correct note. Put that on a t-shirt. Not L True. Thank you so much for the $2. The super chat there. I appreciate that. Thank you. I really do. Once again, not expected at all, but very much appreciated. Thank you. All right, here we go. Let's get to some more questions, guys, or whatever you want, or you know. I am still going to do the video, and I keep getting messages about this, probably because I said I was going to do it like a year ago, where you send me videos and I react to them. Not like your videos, but like just videos in general. And I have like so many that I need to just spend like a whole day just reacting and make like this giant reaction video, because there's some good ones. I've seen some of them before. I think so. All right, here we go. Let's scroll down now. Art Farmer playing the flumpet. That was later. How were lessons with Vincent Herring? Oh, lessons with Vincent were awesome. You guys want to hear a statement that Vincent Herring said to me when I was a freshman, sophomore in college. So I studied my first year with Gary Smullian. And second year I started with, what's going on? Whoa, Nate, dude, thank you so much. Wow. You guys are so generous. I really appreciate that. Anthony, incorporate the lick every 4 bars on softly for $3. No, take your money back if that's what you're gonna ask. I'm just kidding. But guys, yeah, Vincent was cool. So who just sent me that? Nate, if you have a specific question or tune, let me know, man. Vincent, he said this sentence to me. So my first year, Gary Smullian, second year through second sophomore, like 3 years with Vincent, and then we kind of just like sort of stopped doing lessons and stuff. Not for any bad reason, for good reasons, you know. But in the beginning, Vincent, if you guys know Vincent Herring, he actually puts a lot of people off when you meet him in person, because he's super like business oriented. He's basically a businessman that plays saxophone. And I mean that like in a positive way, but that's just how he is. Like he shows up to the gig, he plays the gig. During the gig, Tane Watts will be playing a ridiculous drum solo. The house is being torn down. He'll just be like, he won't be like, whoa, that's not his thing. He's always, you know, businessman. So after the gig's over too, straight home, he always leaves. So in the first lesson, or one of the first lessons, I think it was the first one, he was like, all right, play a tune, like a cappella. He was like, just play a tune. And I'm like all nervous. I'm like, oh, it's Vincent. And I played whatever I played. And afterwards, he goes, you ready for this, guys? He does this. I'm 19 years old. I'm a sophomore in college, right? You ever listen to Charlie Parker? Like, that's some vibe stuff. I love it, though. He's like, you ever listen to Charlie Parker? And I was like, what? He's like, you ever listen? I was like, yeah. Or I don't think he said you ever hear of him. I think he said, you ever listen to him? He goes, all right, well. And he says something to the effect of like, it sounds like you don't know any history of saxophone. We got to tear this down and start from the beginning. Like, and he's right. Like, I think I like learned some stuff, and I was just like one of those kids, like a lot of kids do. That's why I try to get them out of that now. Like, I try to teach kids stuff now that I learned later, so they don't have to make those same mistakes and waste time like I did. I learned a bunch of stuff, so I would throw it in, but like I didn't have the foundation underneath. Like, I'm big on analogies too. That'd be like a carpenter who's like designing a house or building a house, who's like, oh man, we got all these sweet new windows. Dude, check out these solar panels from Tesla. Like the Tesla roof, it's going to be so sick. But then underneath, like the foundation is literally crumbling out and the house just collapses. So like you need to kind of build up. So apparently I wasn't as that. So we really just like started, not from the beginning, but like he really just said like, all right, let's just play tunes. Don't play anything outside. Don't play anything crazy. Let's just like play melody. Play melodies and play lines, good voice leading, stuff like that. Anthony, why did you send that to me? Don't do that. Oh, no, because now I feel like I have to. I don't like playing the lick. It's not funny to me. It's what my students do. Remember, guys, I'm a middle school band director, like public school, every day, 5 days a week. That's what I do. So I hear this stuff all the time. All right, favorite rhythm changes tune, Eternal Triangle, and I actually have that on deck for later. A few people actually recommended that. Favorite Kenny G song? Can you play? Yes. So check this out. My favorite Kenny G song, he's not on soprano. Shh, don't tell anybody. My favorite Kenny G song, he's on alto. Does anybody know what the name of the song is? It's like one of his only ones he plays alto on. And I've played it before. Flourish Lick. Do you mean Flourish from Nathan's video that I did? There's no lick there. I don't know. What do you mean? His melody lick? Did I play a lick? I don't even know. For trumpet chops, just practice long. Okay, people are answering each other. Good. Yeah, guys, if you can answer a question in the chat, definitely like jump on it because there's 100 people in here and a lot of you are asking questions and I cannot scroll and I talk too long. I'll spend way too much time on each one. How is teaching going nowadays? Are your school students getting to play? Oh, man. So I live in New Jersey. I teach in New Jersey. So what we're doing right now is a hybrid schedule. So you either have the option of being there Monday, Tuesday as a student, half day, or Thursday, Friday, half day. Everybody's remote in the afternoon, and everybody's remote on Wednesdays, except for starting in 2 weeks, we're getting Wednesdays going to be another day. So it's going to alternate weeks A or B. So we cannot play an instrument inside the building. So I teach 4th through 8th lessons. So we have no rehearsals. The rehearsals all got cut for every band. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, all the rehearsals got cut. The only rehearsals we have are jazz band, but once again, it has to be on Zoom. So, we actually have the 5th through 8th grade lessons on Zoom. So basically, it's me. If it's during the day, I'm in school on Zoom, but the kids are home. So we tried to actually make the lessons so if they're home on Monday, Tuesday, and in school Thursday, Friday, we do the lesson when they're home Monday, Tuesday. You ready for this, guys? We start them in 4th grade, but they can't play in the building. So we literally play the Smart Music recordings out of their book, and they sit there with their book and just finger along and like say the letters on their instrument, and we just hope they're practicing at home. Yes, we have them doing like Smart Music assignments and now easy virtual choir assignments so we can see how they're playing, but it's like, no, they haven't played together at all, not even in a small group. It's really rough, but we're getting through it. What is the most important piece of advice you would give an absolute beginner? Try and pick up sax as new hobby. You ready? What to focus on? Focus on tunes that you want to play. Too many people jump into it and just go to like just scales and stuff, especially if you're an adult beginner. What do you want to play? Do you want to learn like a Van Morrison tune or something? Not that's like kind of stereotypical. I apologize. But it's just something I thought of. Someone was talking about Moondance earlier today. But do you want to learn like pop tunes? Do you want to learn jazz? You pick like have a goal in mind of roughly what you want to learn and kind of just start practicing. Find a teacher or something, but practice towards that. So if you only want to play like blues, don't worry about sitting here and learning, all the things you are in 12 keys. That's not going to help necessarily specifically play. If you just want to be a blues player at a blues jam, find something that you want to do. Someone said something about specifically they were talking about Michael Brecker, very distinct tone. I forget who said you'll never sound exactly like your favorite player because even if you match your equipment, you're always going to be physiologically different. No, yeah, Brecker said that, but he also said this, and I tell people the same thing. Oh, I'm going to rant time. Hold on. Satellitor 26.2? 26.2 is better. So Michael Brecker basically said, someone came up to him or people asked him, hey, I studied all your licks. I bought the same horn you have, the same vintage Mark 6. I'm going to sound just like you. He says, hey, if you want to sound like me, listen to who I listened to. That's how I sound the way I am. Right? If you want to sound like Michael Brecker, listen to who Michael Brecker listened to. because that's who influenced him to create his sound. You know, everybody's sound is comes from before them. So Michael Brecker listened to these people to form Michael Brecker. I listened to Michael Brecker and these people. By the way, quick rant. Do you use hot water on a hard rubber mouthpiece? Sure, I don't care. Use whatever you want. I mean, I know they say not to, but they also say not to put stickers all over a Mark 6, so I don't really care. See, people teaching during COVID is tough business. Oh, it's even crazier than that, guy. I can go into the whole COVID teaching in a public school thing, but I'm going to refrain from that for many reasons. So here's a little rant. And this is not me being an old person saying the internet's bad, because obviously I'm making a living partly on the internet. And now, as a teacher in school, I'm making my living basically almost 100%. You teach orchestra with 8 to 10-year-olds. Nice. Yeah, Simon. My youngest are only 9. I teach like 9 to 14, but not orchestra. Oh, my God. Daehan Choi. Yeah, he's great. Smooth player. Killer player. He's got it nailed. He's got the sound like perfect. So internet stuff real quick. I got to rant on this because that Michael Brecker thing brought it up to me. So, you know, with the advent of Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and being able to reach and listen to players from all over the world at the drop of a hat is so cool. It's the greatest thing ever. Not to be that guy, but, you know, Instagram didn't exist when I was in high school. YouTube didn't exist when I was in high school. Facebook didn't exist when I was in high school. So I didn't know about all these young players and all these people around the world. I just knew about my little bubble of people that I saw at like jazz festivals in New Jersey and like Region Band and All-State Band. And then I saw, you know, listened to CDs of the greats. So I knew like Charlie Parker and all those people. I mean, obviously there was newer people, but I wasn't exposed to it as much. I was like, my teacher was like really an old school person when I was in high school. So it was like, I didn't know about Kenny Garrett until I was like a senior in high school, you know, because like he just didn't, he was like more into, he was teaching me about, you know, Sonny Rollins and, you know, Charlie Parker and stuff like that, Cannonball. So, but here's my point is that while it's really good and I think it's amazing and the benefits far outweigh the cons, if your favorite player, if you're a high school kid or younger kid or whoever, and your favorite player ever on saxophone is, you know, Alex Hahn or Chad Lefkowitz Brown or Dave Pollack or Andrew Gould or someone like that, I don't think that's the greatest thing. I don't. Like if somebody told me that before, like, dude, you're my favorite player, and I'm like, ever? Like, yeah. And I was like, that's not good. I was like, that's a bad thing, for many reasons. Not like a self-deprecating reason, but like, there are greats of this music that should be top on your list. Not saying you have to love everybody from, you know, the 30s and 40s and 50s, but like, if your answer isn't like, you know, Coltrane or I'm talking saxophone players, Coltrane or Cannonball or, you know, Art Pepper or Paul Desmond, like someone that came, you know, not the same kind of deal, but like, I don't know, like I feel like, and I don't mean to say like, and I put myself in that sentence as well, just to show, like, it's not like I'm saying, like, these guys are bad. What I'm saying, and I'm sure they'll say the same thing. They'll say, hey, I'm flattered that you said I'm your favorite player, but, like, check out who I checked out. Hopefully, yeah, Bird. Like, that's, like, my favorite player. When people ask me who are my favorite players, it's, you know, Bird, Cannonball, and Coltrane for me, my 3. My most influential players is Bird and then Dick Oates because of just the way he plays I really like. All right? But, you know, Kenny Garrett and, you know, Sonny Stitt. I mean, there's a million players. We can sit here all day and talk about it. And Dexter Gordon. Oh, my God. Right? And Joe Henderson. Get out of here. So if you, like, hopefully, Eric Marienthal, phenomenal player. Goodness gracious, he's good. He's, like, fiery. I love the way he plays. Like, he, like, beats the crap out of the horn when he plays. But, like, hopefully these people, if you're a high school kid and the first thing you see is, because, you know, Bird isn't posting on Instagram. Cannonball's not posting on Instagram. So if you first see people my age, you know, early 30s, whatever, hopefully that then is a stepping stone to like, where did we learn? Like dig a little deeper. Don't just stop at people that are even currently alive. Don't stop at Dick Oates. Dick Oates wouldn't tell you to stop at him. Don't stop at Rich Perry. Don't stop at Kenny Garrett. Don't stop at Chris Potter. Right? Because Chris Potter will be the first person to tell you, oh man, check out Joe Henderson. Check out this recording of Dex. Check out this recording of whoever. So I hope that all the people who say their favorite player is on Instagram right now, hopefully they mean that like that's like their favorite current player or player that influences them right now, not like overall in life. Okay. Yeah, so Art Pepper. Yeah, I said Art Pepper. So a lot of people are yeah. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope that makes sense to you. You know, just a little rant. All right, I'm done with that. So, gotta give him something to do. I'll try and listen to you. I'm a new subject. Branford said that too. Blake, you've never practicing Coltrane, said something like, "Why do you think Coltrane listened to? Records himself in the future?" Oh, I love that line. That's great. Do you like being Superman in the saxophone league? Yeah, Camden, we got to make that picture more well known, man. I need to. Can I post that? Or did you send it to everybody else that was in that picture too? You made that, right? I believe. I obviously, if you're messaging me about it, I actually did chorus instead of any band orchestra. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, there's real life stuff going on here. All right, let's play another tune. Thoughts on UArts? Should be good. Matt Miller, is that Matt Miller that I know? Matt Miller, is that you, man? Let me know if it is. I don't know much about UArts, the program. I guess it's good. I know Anwar Marshall went there, who's like one of my favorite drummers of all time. Once again, there we go. See, favorite drummer of all time, and he's like my age. Do you like Mark Turner and Kurt Rosenwinkel? Yes. Guys, I'm not a hater. So if you're ever looking for me to be like, oh, this player, I don't like them at all. Like, you're rarely going to find that. There's one glaring omission to that. There's one glaring exception, and it's a trumpet player in history that everybody loves, and I don't. But besides that, I'm like I like everybody, yeah. I just don't. Here's my thing. My answer is usually, I haven't checked out a lot of their stuff because I don't listen to a lot of music. Like, I don't listen to music in the car or really ever. I listen to sports talk radio or silence in the car because that's the only time I really get true silence. And it's nice. I like windows down, listen just the wind. Mark Turner is a ridiculous player, yes. Kurt Rosenwinkel, ridiculous guitar player. What's your favorite jazz standard? I think I played it first. I've never been in love before. That's probably my favorite. I might play with Dick Oates again next year if all goes right with COVID. Yes! You are bragging to make me jelly. Dude, you are, man. Dick's the greatest dude ever. I had him on a virtual big band recording of mine. Does that count? No, it doesn't. Which of Kenny Garrett solos do you think you learned the most from? Ooh. I mean, check out the Triology album in general. That stuff is just super killer. But I love his stuff. I mean, honestly, when he plays like 2 Down, 1 Across, when he was doing that, I forget when that was, like 20 years ago. When he's doing like, maybe not. Yeah, 2 Down, 1 Across and Wayne's Thang and Happy People. That stuff is killer too. 1946 bootleg of Coltrane playing Coco when he's in the military. He sounds just like Bird. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, when he's like 18 or 19, he does sound like Bird. You should post it. It was only sent to Nathan. Oh, Camden, send that to me, man. Or you already sent it to me. Maybe resend it or email it to me or something, and I'll get it. Who is this trumpet player? Oh, I don't know. My most influential, Harry Allen, Houston person, Dex. Yeah. Do you have any standards that you don't really like? Yeah. The Song Is You. I don't know why. I don't really like that tune. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like playing it. There's a lot of tunes I don't like playing, but I might like listening to. How can I keep playing in college if I'm not majoring in music besides going for the college bands? What do you mean by college bands? Well, first, go to the music building. There's always people looking to play. There's always like combos or jam sessions happening at night or wherever. Ask them if non-majors can be in a band, either a small group or big band. If not, or if you don't want to, just be around the music department. The thing about college that I think a lot of people need to realize, and one of the biggest advantages of going to school either for music or at least being around there, is that everybody is also hungry and they want to play just as much as you do. So it's not like, I'm in my town and I'm trying to find a jam session, nobody to play. If you go into the music department of a college, you're going to hear people in the practice room playing. Go up to someone and be like, yo, man, can we get I'm like, I'm a whatever business major. I really want to get like a session together. I guarantee you'll be able to do it. People want to play. Kids have nothing else going on. College is so easy. By the way, if you're in college, take advantage of this time. College is so easy. It's like the easiest time of your life. It's easier than high school, and it's way easier than real life. Take advantage. You have nothing to do. You have like 3-4 classes a day. Get off my lawn. Do you particularly enjoy... By the way, guys, I'm missing a lot of questions, so just like ask it again if I skip it. Okay, I'm not meaning to skip over questions. I try to answer everything if I can. I have difficulty listening to Train. What? Oh, what about why? Let's have an intervention, Richard. Why? No, I mean, I'm not being a jerk, like literally, because if it's like, it's too much stuff all the time, maybe you have to go back to like the Blue Train album where it's more hard bop, or how about his album with Johnny Hartman? check that out. Do you particularly enjoy playing smooth jazz, or is it just for the memes to troll the smooth jazz haters? No, I like it. The thing is, and like, I'm not going to give everything away because I like kind of the mystery of both sides, but I play both sides, as you guys know. Like, my original smooth jazz series was me playing a character making fun of smooth jazz. So it was like a bit within a bit. And that's why I like it, because people who knew that I was playing a character of a hardcore jazz guy making fun of smooth jazz for being simplistic and repetitive and play turns and play out of tune and all that, the stuff that I did. But then there's the people who thought I was making fun of smooth jazz who get mad at me. And then when I made like the video about like 10 things I hate about smooth jazz, but it was really just talking crap about real jazz, all those people hated me. So I'm always like, how some people like, they want everybody to love them on both sides? I'm like kind of the opposite. I'm like pushing these people away and pushing these people away, except for you that are here right now. You obviously dig what I do, so I appreciate it. I'd rather have 100 people that love what I do than 10,000 people who, are just here for whatever. Are you a fan of clowncore? I never listened to it, but I'm sure I would be. Why not? I used to love like heavy metal and stuff. And like, I always wanted to make like not speed metal, but like just like a heavy metal and jazz, like kind of mashup, but like not like in a corny way, like let's play giant steps as a heavy metal, but like literal tunes that just kind of, I know that was that band Marbin. They did something sort of like that. So now that they did, I'm not going to do it. Did you start listening to Train with Ohm or Ascension? Yeah, see, that's why I'm asking, because like if you listen to his like late stuff, like, yeah, it's hard to listen to, especially if you didn't go through the whole deal. Check out Manifestation by Coltrane. Oh, geez. Simon is here, guys. Speaking of another Simon, Huang, my former, now I'm teaching him again. He was supposed to send me a track for a tune that he wrote. I have the tune printed out. It's like a smooth jazz, like groove tune. And I was going to play it tonight, but he never sent me the backing track. We had a lesson yesterday. And he was like, oh, I'll send it to you. And I texted him. I was like, dude, did you send me that chart? And he was like, oh, I forgot. I was busy. So maybe Simon Huang will make an appearance here. Train on Kind of Blues. Yeah. Simon is everywhere. The cold bear approach. I don't know what that means. Oh, push everybody away? Or, yeah, troll both sides. I don't know. I just play bit. Like, that thing is like, most of you don't know me in real life. Like, most of you don't. Some of you do, maybe. Depends if you're commenting. I don't know. So if you knew me in real life, you'd know the whole deal. But, I love it. I love just, my wife called me chaotic. And what was the other word she used today? Not poisonous. What's it called? She said, you're very inflammatory. I think it's funny. All right, let's see some other questions here. Let's play a tune. How about that? Have you ever heard of Moon Hooch? Yeah, the sax dubstep. It's not metal, but yeah, it's super cool. Oh, Panzer Ballet? Ballet. Do you work on your sound because it's awesome? Yeah, I hate when I get this question. And at Salvation Sax, I appreciate it. Thank you. But I don't like getting this question because I don't work on my sound. And I never did, specifically. So I did go through periods where I wanted to sound a certain way, but I never did like tone exercises. My teacher in high school had me doing the Top Tones Rasher book, which I've had my students do. It's a great book. I don't think it helped my actual tone. Control, maybe. Tone, I don't think so. But other people might help. For me, it's literally more about just diving into one sound and immersing myself in listening, and then listen to myself. Play, listen to myself. Listen to the recording that I want to sort of sound like or go in that direction. Listen to myself. Record, play, record, listen. Just like immerse. So there was a while I went through like a lot of saxophone players do. My freshman year of college, I was like, because I got into Kenny Garrett, I just played like Kenny Garrett and I sounded like Kenny Garrett because that's all I listened to. So the sound in my head was Kenny Garrett. I didn't dilute it with a million saxophone players. It was like I'd wake up and listen to Kenny Garrett. I'd like go to a jam session and call a Kenny Garrett tune and like whatever, play like Kenny. So immersing yourself is really big. Now, obviously, I don't play just like, I hope I don't play like just one person right now. It is an amalgamation, but I think in the beginning you have to like dive in heavier, I think, with one to latch on this way, and then you can make alterations and then dive this way heavy. Versus just saying, all right, I'm going to listen today. I'm going to listen to Coltrane and Art Pepper and Erik Marienthal and David Sanborn and Stan Getz, and I'm going to try to sound like all of them. Like, it's trying to do too much at once, I think. That's like saying, today I want to learn how to cook, so I'm going to try to cook Japanese food and Italian food, and I'm going to also learn how to distill whiskey, and I'm going to, and bake bread. Like, you got to kind of do one thing at a time first until you get a little better at it. It's just like anything else. But there was no specific exercises. I literally just listened and played. Emily says, "Ha." Oh, you're talking about what? Yeah. I know what you're laughing at. Do you prefer Ligier reeds? Never played them. I only played D'Addario reeds. I played them when they were the blue or the pink and black box. Now they're the white. These. Once again, this video is not sponsored by D'Addario, and I'm not a D'Addario artist yet. But once again, there might be more news coming on that. Before I play tune, how much did you practice when you were practicing the most? That was college. That was a couple hours a day, I think, at one point. But I don't like how much you practice a day now. The answer is I'm not going to say the answer. It's much lower than you're thinking. And if you're thinking something low, think lower. But a couple hours a day when I was in college, but that was only for a finite amount of time. Junior year of high school, I did this thing called the Governor's School of the Arts, where you go basically stay at a local college for a month and live like a college student. And it was like you wake up and go to like music theory and then ensemble, then a lesson, then this. So maybe that's when it started. So in between my junior and senior year of high school, so senior year, freshman year of college, sophomore year, and then junior year started fading out. So like 3 years, I practiced a few hours a day. In high school, I put a good amount. Are you a cane player, synthetic cane, all the way? Just because I haven't played a synthetic reed that, I don't try new stuff, guys. I just stick to one thing, and I like it. Like, that's why I don't like playing other people's horns either. Like, the only other horn I love playing is my buddy Joe Schmidt. He has this balance action tenor, which is the greatest saxophone in the world. Period. This one, not anybody else's, this one is the greatest saxophone. He bought it, I think, for $6,000. He should be able to sell it for 20. It's the greatest saxophone. It just plays perfectly. Like, I can't, like, you play and every note just pops out. It just feels perfect. It sounds amazing. Like, if you ever hear Joe play, he like doesn't practice ever, like in like years, and he just sounds good on that thing. And he's like, man, it's just the horn, and I believe it. He's good. Don't get me wrong, but the horn is amazing. I don't like playing other stuff. I find one thing that works and I stick with it. I switched to the second mouthpiece I had in 13 years. How much you practice when I first started? I don't know. About 8 hours a day to practice. Oh my God, what? That's a separate question, Parker. 8 hours a day. All right, hold on. There's so many questions here. By the way, did anybody guess the Kenny G song? That's on alto. That's my favorite Kenny G song. I must have missed it. Take lessons. Yeah, if you can. That's always the best way. Like asking questions online. The problem is right now is that there's so much online. There's so much available. There's online lessons, there's group lessons, there's text lessons, there's video series, there's free stuff on YouTube, there's beginner's guide, this guide, a PDF, an etude. There's too much stuff. It's paralysis by analysis. There is too much. And it's not specifically tailored to a person. It's tailored, if you know exactly what you're looking for, sure. Man, I really want to get better at voice leading, specifically over standards. Oh, Chad Lefkowitz Brown has a book specifically on voice leading. Perfect. But if you're just like, I want to get better at jazz. Oh, he put out a book. Let me buy it. It's like, you got to know what you're buying it for. Really quick, guys, before I play a tune, Against Doctor's Order. What? Why'd you sticker up your Mark 6? We'll talk about that in a second. Have you used Kyleworth? No. Are there any recordings of me on the balance? Maybe... Not that I have. If any, they're from like college when Joe has them on his phone. Next time I go visit him, which I haven't been there in, he had a kid last April, and then obviously everything. So next time I see him, maybe at the end of this year, I'll go down. We'll record a video, and he'll play my alto, and I'll play his balanced. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna hear me on this 10M after that, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, you sound 100 times better on the balanced. The technique, I feel like I can play triple the speed on it too, clean. It's insane. Against Doctor's Order. Buster, what do you mean by that? I don't know what that means. I feel bad for lending you my horn back in 19. Why? Wait. Why do you feel bad for lending me the horn? Why is that, Adrian? I like that horn. That thing played nice. Oh, it's the Kenny G. Oh, sorry. I was like, sorry, I was very confused. No, it's In the Rain. Can Can't play My Shining Hour. All right, so here are the tunes that people... guys, by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, go over on Instagram, follow me, because I put out polls and stuff and questions, and, I want to use the answers I got there because I already downloaded all the tracks. So here are the tracks I have. All the Things You Are, Blues for Alice, Eternal Triangle, Inner Urge in 7, and then Green Dolphin Street. So I feel like it's like a freshman year of college jury tune selection, but that's what you guys want. Mark, what up, dude? What up, dude? Yeah, Mark, I love the 10M that I'm borrowing for the last 7 years. It's not mine, but man, that balanced. I'm telling you, Mark, dude, wait till you hear me put your classic mouthpiece on the balance, dude. You're gonna freak out when you hear it. You're gonna lose your mind. It's so good. You did get a banger over there on that. Yeah, thanks, dude. Oh, Adrian, I loved playing it, man. It was great. Epic Ninja Electrical. What? Green. What's happening here? And after that, Softly. Yeah, hold on. Wait, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I gotta. Hold on. Let me download that real quick. So, guys, April 21st. April 21st. Please mark your calendars. Possibly. Pencil in on your calendar. Chris's Jazz Cafe down in Philly. That's the place I basically got my start playing gigs when I was 20 years old. So it was 100 years ago. They do a live stream now. You may have seen it on Facebook, and I think they have a Twitch channel or something. So I don't think they have anybody in the audience, but they have a great setup. All 4K cameras, but 1080 cameras, multicam. Everything's direct audio. They have a soundboard, a mixer, a person doing video, person doing it, and it's killer. And I think I'm going to be playing there with my band. I haven't led a band in 5 years for personal reasons. I just didn't want to. I just stayed away from it, so I just did freelance stuff for the last few years. But I might be leading my own band, and if it's what I think it's going to be the banger band that I used to have, with Anwar Marshall. And well, we'll see. I'll let you know. Anwar is a maybe. All right, so I'm gonna play Softly because Anthony sent it to me, and he did. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, it's taking too long. So April 21st, possibly. So, yeah, I'll do a tune for... What do you guys want to hear before Softly, because that's taking too long? All the Things You Are in 3. Blues for Alice, Eternal Triangle, really fast. Inner Urge in 7, and then Green Dolphin Street. I really don't want to play Inner Urge in 7, but... When will you come to Chicago? I would love to. The thing is, right before all this, I was like, hey, I was about to put a whole thing together about coming out to places and doing master classes and clinics. So if you are a person that wants me to come out, if you're in high school, college, whatever, and there's master classes, performance opportunities, reach out to me and then also help me, and let's reach out to a place. I'd love to travel within the United States. It's much easier. When I go to Australia and do it, it's a giant thing that I have to plan. Obviously, it's, but if I'm going to Chicago, going to Florida, I want to do little trips like that where I go, maybe do a master class or two, teach a couple lessons, play a gig or two, and then come back. I think it'd be awesome. I have to leave after, so I want to hear it shed. Eternal Triangle. Okay, here we go. Eternal Triangle. I'll get to all of them, guys. I'm going to be here for a while. By the way, here's In the Rain. Such a good tune. All right, here we go. It's going to be fast. Buckle up. You guys like that? You like the whoops, there we go. You guys like the the beard the beard back picture? That's not in the key signature. You're right. Yeah. Man. Oh, the greatness of the backing track. Love the RS solo. Thank you guys. I'm glad you like that. Thank you. You kill it. See, someone said I came into Dave Killing. I hope you came in before I started playing all the weird stuff. Although, to be fair, I play weird like 99% of the time. Bro, you're insane. Thank you. Just hopping in now. Hope you're doing well. Race. Oh, you see? Come in right after I play. Whew. Oh, man. Hold on. Guys, it's all just licks and scales. Do you know Victor North? I mean, sort of. I don't know him personally, even though, he's a Philly guy, but I don't know him personally. But, I mean, I know who Victor North is. Quote the Flintstones, but in triplets. Oh, sorry. I usually read the comments when I'm playing. Once again, I was head down a little bit too much. This guy's the jeans of a great saxophone player. Yeah, I mean, they're the stretchy, hyper stretch jeans. They're nice. They're comfy. Do 4 in 13/8. I need a backing track that plays in 13/8. I can't play any tracks off the internet because of copyright reasons, and I'm not playing with anybody else right now. So, but I can't wait till stuff opens up more, guys, and I move around a ton. Yeah, I have fallen out of my chair, Buster, before when I played. Like, literally fallen out of my chair. I think I've fallen down while I was standing, too, one time. Neck strap. Just Joe's neck strap. Not sponsored, but he did send it to me, so... Being honest, it is good though. I move around a ton, way too much. Don't move around that much. That's another do as I say, not as I do type deal. I would not recommend that. That's too much. My favorite modern alto player. Oh, stop, Mark. Stop it. Rocking chair mode. Oh, as soon as you get into rocking chair mode, then you know it's real. That's like Kenny Garrett stuff. He's expressing himself. Dig this shirt. Oh, thanks. AKA having a seizure. I was not. How haven't you conquered the world yet? Man, a lot of people can play, dude. Like, I'm just a middle school band director. That's what I tell people. I teach middle school band. Tomorrow morning, I'll be teaching kids how to hold the flute, oboe, clarinet, saxophone. That's it, man. I'm not taking over the world. I'm just a middle school band director streaming on a Wednesday night. Nothing more, sometimes less. Full preacher Coltrane mode. I don't know about that. Give me a throwback 5 years. This is Simon Huang. Yeah, me and Simon so I still teach Simon. I said, I'm going to get him on. Well, he's in Korea right now. He goes to USC, but when they went remote, he went over to Korea. And people ask why rolling chairs have their hydraulics broken. Oh, yeah, this one's like totally dead. David's probably born with the sax in his hands. No. First book was probably the real book. I started playing piano when I was 5. I didn't play sax till I was 9. I come into Dave killing it. Cool. All right, sorry, I'm catching up. That Rhodes guy should vary his voicing to piano. For real. Simon, you have to leave. It's 2:30. Yo, man. Dude, thanks so much. And this will be on my channel, so maybe I'll clip some of these tunes and put them as just regular videos. I love that tune that you sent. That was beautiful, man. When you get in that brown leather lake. Race, I don't know, man. I was talking with the guy. I don't know who I was talking to, but someone from Ishimori, and I thought we were going to work something out. But then we just haven't talked recently. I guess he was checking up on something. So maybe sometime soon. I would love to get one on tenor and alto. I mean, do they have a soprano one? Because here's the thing. I want it for the look. I like that. I mean, it does make a difference. Ligatures do make a slight difference, especially if they have the metal. Like, I always used to play on the, oh, crap. My ligature's not even on, right? Oh, jeez. It wasn't even close. Sorry, guys. This was not even on. It was like hanging over the mouthpiece. Jeez. It's like when I yell at my 4th graders, I'm like, don't make sure the ligature's over the fat part of the mouthpiece. Mine was not. Sorry. Back to. So I used to use the Eddie Daniels, the Rovner, Eddie Daniel, Rovner, whatever. And with the metal. But with this mouthpiece and the way I play now, a little brighter, just a slightly bit, it's a little too much. So I use the standard one. So I want, but like, you see how it looks? It's black. And and everything else is like that old golden brown vintage, especially with the cool Ultem. I want a brown ligature. That's what I want. I'm thinking about just painting mine or putting brown stickers on. Oh, so someone asked me, why do I put stickers on the horn? Well, there's a bunch of reasons why. One, I always thought it would just be funny. And then I tried it and I was like, oh, it doesn't really affect the sound. And I think it looks cool. And then people got really pissed off. So that made me want to do it some more. So that's why. Dude, you're better than my middle school band director was. Oh, well, it's not a competition. Soul, the movie. My buddy Phil played bass on Soul. Phil Keen. He was the bass player. Well, one of them. I think Linda O also played. But Phil was in John Batiste's band forever. And he still is. So, Phil. I didn't love the movie. I'm not a super big like movie critic. Once again, I'm like, whatever. I like everything. I didn't love it. I think it could have ended a little differently, but it's all good. No matter what, you're always going to be killing it. Thank you. Thank you. Next day, he'll be teaching train cycles and 5 ways to fall with the chair listening to In the Rain. I sent you the Saxophone League picture and sheet music for a song, like to play like right now. Camden, can you play this? What's the tempo? But oh, it looks smooth. Let me know what the feel is, if that's right. I have no idea. All right. All right, questions. We got any questions? I need to take a breather from playing. Looking at getting a degree in performance and teaching. Oh, it's not the Matt Miller. I know. Should I get them both? Don't know when to go back. Well, do what I did then. If you really want that, if they have a program like this, that's what I did. It was a jazz. Well, you can do jazz or classical, but it was jazz performance / music ed. So it was basically like, it was like a music ed degree, like a normal music ed, but all my performing classes and like theory and stuff were all jazz based, and I had more performing classes. So I just ended up having more classes than a regular music ed, but it was basically, I had almost all the same classes as like jazz performance, except for I didn't go to like, there were specific ones I didn't have. So that's what I did. It was called, I forget what it was called. It's like music ed / jazz studies or something like that. So maybe check that out if you're going for jazz. A lot of comments here. Ishimori are pretty similar to the Brown. Yeah, well, Adrian, yeah, I was talking to the guy from them. We were going to work something out. Like, I don't want to say any details or anything, but we were going to work something out and, hopefully get some, but hopefully in the future. And also about the degree thing, you got to think about it kind of a little more logically. Don't think emotionally. Think logically. If you have what's the upside of having the jazz degree or performance degree, and what's the upside of having an ed degree? Upside of the ed degree is you can still play all the same gigs you can play, in recording sessions as you could with a jazz degree, but also you're allowed to teach in public school. The upside of it, but the cons are you might not have as many performance classes, and you might have to be busy, much more busy than a performance major. Okay. What's the upside of a performance degree is that you'll have more free time to practice and get better at your craft. But the downside is, even if you want to teach, if things go bad, like if there's a worldwide pandemic and you can't play gigs, there's nothing, you can teach online, but so can the person with the music ed degree. So that's why I like to balance it all. But like, you don't have to be like, for example, when I play a jazz gig, I don't tell people I'm a teacher unless they ask me, like specifically. Like when I'm on a jazz gig, I'm a jazz musician. That's my job. When I'm teaching, I don't bring up my YouTube channel. When I'm teaching, I don't bring up the fact that I play gigs. When I'm teaching, I don't bring up, unless it's important to the specific topic. If they say like, oh man, if it's like more advanced kids and they're like, I want to maybe record at home and buy a microphone. Like, what can we do for saxophone? And I'll say, a saxophone, I use this, but, you can use this. Oh, how do they send you the recordings? Like, how do you play? I'll tell. But, when I'm a teacher, I'm a teacher. When I'm doing YouTube videos, I play YouTube videos. So so you can do everything. I try to kind of break it apart like that. And you could do the same thing. So I have an ed degree. Once again, I'm just a middle school band director that makes funny YouTube videos sometimes, and I play gigs sometimes. Do you think about playing what you hear as you're playing? Yeah, I do. But a lot of time I let the kind of not muscle memory, but kind of like I know where I'm at in the tune, and I know where I'm at, with the band. What I'm listening to more, let me put it this way, is interaction with the rhythm section, namely the drummer. I'm a big believer in, if I'm playing in a quartet or if I'm playing in any band and there's a drummer there, most of my focus is on the drummer. It's not harmony. I'll take care of the harmony, and piano player can do whatever they want. Bass player is going to do what the bass player does. The drummer, me and the drummer, that's why I love playing with Dom so much, because he listens, because Dom's not just a drummer. He's a musician. Not only does he play other, instruments and stuff, but like he listens so well. So we feed off each other really well. And a lot of people I play with like that, but Dom especially, because I play with him a lot, and we really have a good connection like that. So I listen to the drummer mainly. I'm always thinking about rhythmic interaction, style, feel, and rhythmic phrasing first. So yeah, I'm thinking about, the chords where I'm at in the tune, but I kind of let that stuff, I let practice take care of the chords, and I let experience and being in the moment take care of the rhythms, if that makes sense. So I'm always in tune with what's going on rhythmically. Harmony, I might miss notes and stuff. And I also don't care about being the cleanest player in the world. I can probably list you 50 people right now that I know that are my age or younger that have infinitely better technique than me. But and that's okay. I'm totally cool with that. And even if I practice 20 hours a day, I might not ever get to their level. But I know personally, I'd rather play more organically and more emotionally and more spiritedly and more in the moment, rhythmically, phrasing wise, pocket, style, feel, dynamics, articulation, rather than playing super clean, playing super hip stuff. That's just kind of the way I approach it. Oh, sorry, the microphone's like covering my face. My bad, y'all. All right, what else here? I want it for the look. Put stickers all over the horn. Yeah, I like the look of stickers all over the horn, Race. Don't give me crap for it. And by the way, these are staying on. I'm not going to like if I play that gig on April 21st and it's streamed. Oh, by the way, I meant to say, holy crap. Sorry, guys. If you were here before, I said on April 21st, I might be playing at Chris's Jazz Cafe in Philadelphia with my band, 2 sets, 7 o'clock and I think 8:20 or 7 and 8:30, something like that. The idea is they're going to stream through my YouTube channel as well because they understand the following. It might help bring in new people to watch their own stream. So they don't do that. They only stream to like Facebook, and I think they have a Twitch, like I said. But they want to actually stream on my channel. So it'll be available here as well. Now, the only thing is it won't be available afterwards, that one. Tonight's will. This will. But like that stream, apparently, because they don't want to just give their stuff away, they're going to accept donations during it. It's like pay what you want kind of thing. It's free. It's going to be a YouTube live stream. But afterwards, I have to like private the video. So yeah. Is there a career to be made in music not teaching at a public school or university? Not asking a these days question. Got it. In music not... Well, I mean, you could teach at private school, but I don't think that's what you're asking. Yes, there's still definitely a thing to be made. And you have to kind of keep your eyes open because there's a lot of people doing it right now. There's a lot of people putting out, as much as we don't, people don't like to see sometimes how many there are because it's like it's overcrowding the market. It's flooding a little bit. When you have PDF books and teach master classes and group lessons and you teach private lessons, private lessons and, build up studio teaching that way. I know you didn't just ask about teaching, but that all goes into it. Most people who are performers aren't just performers. And you hear that a lot, but it's really true. Like, even when things are going good, you got to be realistic about how much people are making. It might, and also here's the other thing, and I saw this online the other day. Somebody was saying like we got to be a little more honest, and it's hard because you want to portray yourself in a certain way. So you might see someone online on Instagram. All they do is post recordings of them playing and videos of them at gigs, and you think all they do is, that's their whole living is just playing music. Meanwhile, they might make 20% of their income from playing music, and the other 80%, they're, teaching lessons every day and doing group things and writing for other people. But you don't see that because it's like they're trying to portray themselves online as the musician side, which is totally fine. But realize that just because you see it on there doesn't mean there's a whole ton of things going on behind the scenes to actually make their life happen. Besides just playing music. So yeah, I'd say yes. There's lots of avenues: writing, PDF stuff, master classes, online tutorials, online classes, gigs, obviously performing, military bands. There's always that. April 21st is my birthday. Happy birthday, Logan. Well, if I do the gig and you tune into the live stream, remind me. Well, I won't be watching the stream, but like remind me ahead of time and I'll say happy birthday. Any double read experience? Yes, I actually was I was doing a Broadway showcase and it was very close to being on Broadway. This was about 8 years ago. It was very close to being on Broadway. It was with the musical director of the guy who did Cats. And he was putting together this musical, and it was like a jazz small group. And he was like, dude, we need you to play oboe on one song. I was like, I don't play oboe. I was like, are you nuts? He's like, no, like jazz oboe. He's like, can you play like a blues on oboe? I was like, okay. So I literally learned basically how to play like whatever key. I think it was like F, like concert F blues on oboe for this Broadway showcase. And they needed to raise $9 million with all these rich people, like a showcase is, if you don't know, to then go to workshop and then have it be on Broadway. And they didn't raise enough money, so that it instantly went poof. That's a crazy thing too. Broadway players, like I know someone who's a sub on Broadway for a bunch of different shows, and that's all shut down. He's a drummer. Dan Berkery, actually, go check out his YouTube channel. But he subs on like Hamilton and I don't know what else, but Hamilton's like the big one, obviously. How do you go about shedding stuff outside the bebop language? How do you go about incorporating new ideas, harmonic shapes into your playing? Is organic process country effort? I'm trying to... Oh, Jacob, yeah, you were the one who requested Eternal Triangle. Yeah, man. How do you go about shedding? I experiment. I just like experimenting with different stuff. Like put handcuffs on yourself. Say, all right, this chorus of whatever tune, I'm only going to play intervals of a fourth or larger. You won't be playing your bebop licks. I promise you that. Say you're only going to play, tell yourself you can only play starting on upbeats, or you can only play like odd or even number grouping phrases starting on upbeats. Ba-da, 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 da-da-da-da, or like make it like a thing. Just try different stuff. Did you already talk about the stickers on the horn? Is it for the look advertisement? Okay, let me talk about the stickers like a little more in depth. Mark like 500. I actually tried it at 500, guys, but I couldn't quite get it, and I wasn't about to sit there and practice that. Okay, so I just played what I could play. No advertisement. Okay, I mean technically, I guess you can consider it an advertisement, but it's not for that. When I first did it, okay, a long time ago, man, this Jumpman sticker keeps like falling off. It's almost like it's not meant to be on a saxophone. Ugh, jeez. My friend Melody sent that to me. Melody and Mike. So a long time ago, I just thought it'd be funny because I always saw punk guitar players back in the early 2000s. They always had it. No FX, Green Day. They had all these stickers all over the guitars, and I thought it looked cool. And I was like, that's cool. I like that. That looks fun. So I was like, you know what? Let me first do something, because also all my Will It Play videos, I use painter's tape. Everybody keeps calling it duct tape. It's painter's tape. It's specifically meant to pull up and not destroy things. That's kind of not destroy the paint on your wall, or hardwood floor. We even had hardwood floor, which is even less sticky, but I think I ran out of that. So I was like, you know what? These people are complaining. They're going to ruin the horn. I was like, all right, let's find out if I am. And let's find out if it sounds different. So I taped up the whole horn, right? And I made that video, and a whole bunch of people watched it, and people were like, bah, 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 bah. And then at the end of it, I was like, let's just put stickers on the horn. Screw it, right? So I had my logo sticker, right? DavePollack.com, shameless plug. And I had a key leaf sticker. So I was like, let me put it on. I didn't even tell Rulon ahead of time. Right? I did it, and I took some pictures of it. And before the video went live, I just messaged him. I was like, yo, Rulon, by the way, he owns Key Leaves. I am a Key Leaves artist. So the video wasn't sponsored by him. I'm not doing it. He didn't tell me to do it. I just texted him. I was like, or I didn't text him, but I sent him a thing online. I was like, yo, just so you know, I put your sticker on my horn. I was like, if you don't want it there or whatever. He was like, oh, whatever, man, it's cool. It's like, I love it. Go do your thing. He's like, you want some more stickers? I was like, yeah, sure. So it's not because of the sponsorship, okay? It's just because I had it lying around. Then I was like, okay, what else can we do? So I bought a few Kenny G stickers. So I have those. I have a few more when this gets all messed up. The other key leaves. Well, my buddy Adam Fan and Steel, who you probably saw he was in he's the drummer from all the virtual big band videos, and he also is in a bunch of my Christmas Tune of the Day videos. This is his logo because his last name is spelled P-F-A-N in Steel. Fan and Steel. So they call him P-Fan. So it's a fan with a P in the middle. That's his logo, I guess. And then Chris G, Positively Progressing on YouTube here. That's his logo. He sent me that sticker. Jay Metcalf sent me that sticker. Like they just thought they were like, hey, put it on the horn. There's no like agreement. There's no advertise. It's just like, I just thought it was funny. And then the Supreme one is because that's just a piece of paper that I printed out and taped. I think I got some water on there. Maybe I spilled water when I was like drinking coffee or something, or water, spit. I don't know. I just put that on there because Selmer came out with the new Supreme. So I thought it would just be funny. That's why I do things, because I think they're funny. Yeah, so there we go. So there's no rhyme or reason. I might take them all off one day. I might also switch to like old school stickers, like old school like Nickelodeon stickers one day. Or I might go to all like sports type stickers. I don't know. I don't have any plan for this. So as of right now, it's all music stickers except for the Jordan Jumpman and obviously the Supreme. So yeah, there's that. Need to try blues oboe. No, you don't. It's, oh my God. Jazz double reed is something we need. Not from me. You're not going to hear me play it. All right, let's do a tune. I'm going to do softly. Are you still here, Anthony? Because I'm going to do your tune that you so requested. Pollack Poggers. I don't even know what Poggers means. I always see it in like the chat of like Don Palumbi. He's like, yo, Poggers, Pog. What does that mean? I know what Pogs are. The things, with the slammer is the bigger one, and you have like the little discs, and you try to hit them, and they, that's what pogs, or pogs. But I don't know what poggers means. Can somebody teach me what that means? All right, here's Anthony. Are you here, dude? If you left, oh, there you are. Okay, sorry. If you left, I would have felt really bad. All right, pog you. See, I don't know what it means, guys. I'm too old. All right, here we go. Here's softly. Okay, so I need you guys to promise me something. Okay, you got to promise. We gotta have a trust tree here. I love to do that when as I don't really go to jam sessions, but I think because of everything, I'm gonna start going to some more. Like New York, I'm gonna go up and do Benny's session at Smalls once I'm double vaccinated and stuff, which will be the end of this month. Once everything's safe and everything. Progress expresses excitement. Okay, cool. But if you get into MIT, you better go to MIT. Any tips for ear training? I listen a lot. Sorry, there's I can get to that in a second. Play of the game. Oh, play of the game. Oh, cool. So progress is exciting. I like it. Thank you for the actual answer. I think. So you guys got to promise me something. If you're ever at a jam session and I show up, right, and I take out my horn. And one of a couple things happen. If you hear someone else that doesn't know about the stickers, doesn't know me, and you go, oh my God, why does that guy have stickers on his horn? He probably sucks. You have to go along with them. You can't be like, no, it's Dave. Like he did it as a, just be like, yeah, that guy, I don't know what's wrong with him. Second thing, I like to do this at jam sessions, guys. And I legitimately do this at like almost every jam session I've ever been to. It's if I wasn't in the house band, I pull out my horn to play and I do this like, all right, I'm ready, guys. And I literally just do that. I just like squeak a bunch of notes and I tell the band I'm ready. And they look at me like, what? And I'm just like, yeah, let's go. Let's play. It's so, yeah, I've been practicing my blues scale. I told you guys that before, I guess? I do this. I go, hey guys, I've been practicing my blues scale. Can we play a blues? And they're like, what? Yeah, so you got to promise me you won't like you won't rat me out. Just be like, yeah, this dude's an idiot. All right, cool. Ken Peplasco. Oh, does he? That's funny. All right, here we go. Here's Softly. Oh, from the IG live stream. Okay, cool. I don't know who's on either thing here. Here's Softly as in a Morning Sunrise for Anthony Giordano. And we're back. What up? Now Mike Brecker. I wish I could make a sound. Somebody said, Daddy-O. Are you asking about the mouthpiece? This is the, it's called Alto Madness, this one. The Daddy-O is somewhere back there. Dave and Chop Busters. Yes. What soprano do you play? Good question. God. It's hot in here. Might need to take a quick intermission. Have you tried Chad LB's mouthpiece? No. The only Sayo stuff I've tried, I'm just gonna leave the headphones off. I don't need them. If the sound gets messed up, guys, just let me know. The only Sayo's mouthpieces I tried are the ones they sent me for that video I did, and I ended up giving a few away. I don't play them. I don't particularly like them. At least the ones that I tried. Once again, I didn't really like them. I did them for the video. They sent them. They were like, hey, just, give your honest opinion, whatever. I said, okay, the Chad Elby mouthpiece, it is fire. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure it's great. If he put his name on it, it's probably good. So the horn I have is there's no make, there's no model, there's no name, there's no serial number. The only thing on it is my name. You won't be able to see it here. But my name is engraved on it because it was actually some random prototype that Vincent Herring was working on. I think he was going to have his own model of saxophone through some Chinese company or Taiwan company. And he was like, hey, check out this prototype. And I played it. I was like, this is pretty good. He's like, yo, man, it was cheap, a couple $100. He's like, give me, whatever. He's like, I can buy you guys a few. So I bought one. My buddy Joe bought one. And I think two other people at William Patterson got one as well. And I got the black pearl keys. It's got a high G key. Where the heck is it? High G. It's so dumb. But once again, 10M fan mouthpiece. I don't think he makes any Ultem. Mark, you don't make any Ultem sopranos, right? I have the only one. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. But yeah, so it's like some no-name prototype, basically. That's all I'm saying. That has my name on it. I've noticed players ditching the size. Listen, I mean, it's a personal thing. I don't know much about these different things. All right, let's see here. I hope you guys like the recording. By the way, Anthony, I didn't see you comment, but I hope you dug the recording. Holy shoot. Yes, good. Glad you liked it. I wish I could make a sound like it. Listen to Sally. Oh, I don't know who that is. All right, let me get comfortable here. Everything sounding okay, guys? Everything looking all right? Started streaming 108 minutes ago. Wow, and there's still 100 people here. That's so awesome. If any of you guys shared the link around, I appreciate it. If you didn't, whatever, it's fine. I just won't come to your birthday party. How do you create your backing tracks? I'm just using iReal Pro. I just download them. You can just share audio. It downloads it as a wave. And I'm running and I just import it into Logic. I'm running everything through Logic. So this is going into Logic and then to OBS. So that's why you're also hearing reverb. I put the little reverb on the saxophone to make it sound better because this room is, untreated and everything. It sounds pretty rough when you play. And this microphone is really hot. It picks up every little thing. It's how does playing piano help your saxophone playing? Basic question. I want your take. Thanks for the last detailed answer. Cool. I don't know what answer I gave, but you're welcome. Piano playing helps a ton because you can see everything in front of you. It helps me, honestly, more write tunes than play saxophone. It doesn't really help me improvise because I'm so much better at saxophone than piano. So it doesn't really help in that regard, but you can see everything in front of you and playing tunes and hearing harmonies. Every tune I've ever written, guys, and I haven't played a lot of originals. If you know me from YouTube only, you probably haven't heard too many of my originals, which is why I'm kind of excited to get back into playing with my band. But every tune I've ever written has been on piano. I've never written a song on saxophone, ever. It's always on the piano. And then I just end up playing it on saxophone. Sometimes it doesn't sound great on saxophone. I have to switch the key or something, but it sounds good. I always write on piano. So you can see it in front of you. Hearing the harmony, seeing what stuff works is great because on saxophone, we're limited by one note at a time. So we can't really hear everything that's going on. Even if you think you can, it's really nice to literally hear. Even if you just play a ranger's piano, just being able to get through some chords, I think it's important. David Zellner. Hey, Dave, do you ever, as a limitation exercise, start off your scales from the same note through the changes? Ooh. I've never done that, but that sounds interesting. Do you have any favorite limitation exercise, internalizing the changes? Yeah, stuff like leading tones. Like, all right, you have to land on the third of every chord, but approach it by a chord tone, the closest chord tone in the previous chord, but do it quickly. So yeah, sevenths to thirds are going to work, but that's only if the chords are moving by fourth. If it's moving by step, you got to kind of like figure it out. Stuff like that, like pick chord tones to land on and then approach. Jazz is the bar line to me. I should put that on a t-shirt too. I'm looking at getting like sayings put on a t-shirt. Let me know. Jazz is what happens over the bar line to me. It's not what happens during the chord or during the next chord. It's how you get from one chord to the next. That's why I always talk about horizontal playing. It's not what you play over C major and then what you play over G major. It's how do you get from C major to G major, right? I can teach a 5th grade student to play a line in C major, but being able to confidently and clearly outline the changes with smooth voice leading and play something that's interesting leading from C major to G major, that's hard, and that's where jazz comes in. I gotta go. Great talk. Oh shoot. I'm missing stuff. Are all that crazy playing? I can finally go to bed. Thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. Guys, I'm like way far behind here, I think. Great talk, great music, so I'm going to miss Camden's tune. All right. Thomas, see ya. Yeah, I got to check out that tune in a second. What mic are you using? It's a Carvin CTM 100. It's like not a no-name brand, but it's definitely not like an Audio-Technica, not a Sennheiser, not a, one of those. It was not that much money. It's a tube condenser, large diaphragm, so it gets hot. It has its own power source over there with a 10-pin. I think it's 10-pin connector or 7-pin connector. So it's really annoying. So I have to run this cable to the box, then run a 7-pin from there. Or then that's the 7-pin is from here to the box. Then I run a regular XLR from there to my interface. So it's not very portable either, but it is what it is. But it sounds good. I think the more important thing is just like you working on your own sound. And just getting and setting the gain levels right. Like, I don't know anything about audio recording or mixing, or even though I do that, every video on my channel, except for like very few, and mainly only the ones that were like the virtual big band stuff, most of those were edited audio by someone else, the drummer. But every other video on my channel I edited, so you could probably tell I'm not great at it. So I don't really know, but I know that if you overload the microphone, it's not going to sound good. And also, if you have a good sound going in, that makes it a lot easier to sound good on the way out. Do you use anything like Travel Sax or the Aerophone Go to practice without disturbing? No, I just don't practice. How do you create your backing track? Oh, sorry, I already did that. It's an app. Yeah, guys, I'm way behind. Is that double harmonic minor scale I hear using a lot? Is it something different? I think I'm just playing harmonic minor, then I'm just playing that half step, minor third, half steps. I don't think I'm playing the legitimate double harmonic minor, which would be, I think, this. I think that's the actual double harmonic minor, and I wasn't really playing it strictly. I was just basically playing harmonic minor, and then the piece of harmonic minor that sounds like harmonic minor somewhere else in the chord. Could you have crappy recording equipment and still sound great? Well, it depends on how crappy. If you have a phone, you can sound good. You can actually still sound good on phone. Then with the crappier, to me, I think the crappier the recording equipment, the better you have to have your surroundings. Like, my room is terrible for it. For recording, but because I have a decent setup and I turn the gain way down and I keep it somewhat close and I edit, it sounds pretty good. But if you're using just a phone or worse equipment, you got to find a room that works a little better. Find a dead room, stand a certain, do a lot of experimenting, trial and error, face different directions, put it closer, further away, up or down, and then work on editing from there. How successful has your major key PDF been considering making some products like that? Depends on what you mean by successful. I hit my goal of what I wanted to sell, but also it wasn't a very large goal compared to what I've heard other people selling, way more than me. So, I mean, to me, it's a success. I'm happy that it helped people, and I'm happy that people are digging it and they like it. So it's a success to me. I don't know what you mean by successful. My Cyrus leaks on the table. I don't know anything about that. I'm calling it a night. Killer playing. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it, man. Green Dolphin Street. I do have that up. Okay, that'll be next. You have the only one in orange, but we'll make it in hard rubber. Nice, guys. So yeah, if you want the soprano mouthpiece, I'm the only one who has it in the Ultem, the orange stuff. That sounds the same as a hard rubber, guys. At least I think so. Sorry, Mark, if that's not right, but to me it's the same. I just like the look of the orange. Are you planning to make an updated text setup bid for your recording editing materials? I mean, maybe. It'd be kind of boring. Because I'd be like, all right, I use this like microphone. And I use this camera. I don't know if you got, do people want to see that? A tech setup vid for recording and editing? Would people want to watch that? If you're producing music, playing either piano or guitar, do you think of saxophone brands? What's your favorite aside Selmer? I mean, the big brands, I guess, you know. I play on a Con 10M tenor. It's not mine, but I've been borrowing it. Whoa, big super chat from someone. Spencer. Well, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Once again, not expected, but very much appreciated. For real. Thank you. Very inspiring stuff. Great. I'm glad. Well, I'm super glad to hear that. If there's anything you want specific from me, let me know. Cool. Awesome. What do you think? Other saxophones? I mean, I don't know. Yanagisawa, Yamaha. I don't play saxophones, except for my own, and I don't like to play other people's saxophones. I feel like my Mark 6 is the best alto on the planet, and it plays the best for me. In the past, I've played other horns. I've played my students' horns, especially when they're like buying a horn or there's something wrong, I'll play it. A couple of my students have Mark 6s. I play them. I like mine more, but I don't like playing other people's horns. Some people don't. Some people do that because they're afraid of finding a horn they like better than theirs, and then they have to think about it. Not me. Like, I know there's horns out there that might be better, but I don't like, some people love playing other people's stuff. Like, oh, dude, that's a 1967 Mark 6 tenor. I have to play it. I'm like, no, I don't care. People are like, dude, you want to try it? I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't care. Like I said, though, that the tenor balance action tenor that my buddy Joe has, it's a 46,000 or 26,000 serial number or 46,000. It's super old, but it plays so good. What do you play for tenor? Oh, 10M. And what's wrong with a high G key on soprano? Why would you need a high G key on soprano? You shouldn't need them. They shouldn't even put palm keys on soprano. Any tips for being in a big band? Recently got accepted into one. Haiti, congratulations. That's awesome. I'm assuming your saxophone. It depends on what chair you're in. Well, really, except for alto one. You just listen up and back. You got to listen up to the alto one. So if you're sitting on the, listen over to alto one. Fit the style and play as stylistically close to the lead alto is playing as possible. Get your reading chops together, get your technique in order, and get used to playing in tune. So many of us playing by ourselves at home, playing with a backing track, playing soloing, we get so used to playing out of tune, myself included. Guys, intonation is probably my biggest weakness on saxophone. Intonation, just because I don't play a ton of gigs like other people do. Obviously, nobody is right now, but even in general, like some of my friends play 6-7 gigs a week, and I was playing like 1 a week, maybe. So when you play more gigs with real people, real instruments, you get way better at adjusting. Unlike me, and I'm not blaming this on being a teacher, but when you hear out of tune music all day, every day as a teacher, that starts creeping into your brain. It's almost weird when I go to a gig and play with other professionals, and it's like, oh, everybody's playing in tune. It's like weird to hear sometimes because, especially if I go a while, like right now, when was the last, I played a couple gigs in the last year, but they were on keys or something. But so the next gig I played on saxophone is my first one in over a year. And I've been hearing for the last year out of tune little kids play all the time over and over again. And that stuff just seeps in. It's interesting. Favorite standards to let loose on? Probably Giant Steps. I know it's become a meme at this point, but I actually love the tune. How do you keep improvising interesting over single chord vamps? Create motion. That's a good question. I go over that with some of my advanced students. It's about creating your own motion, whether it be harmonically, rhythmically, whatever, but you can create harmonic motion. Like if you play a song like So What or Impressions, you got to be able to create motion within D minor for 16 bars. So I'm not just playing D minor. I'm not just saying, oh, let me play D Dorian for 16 bars and then E flat Dorian for 16 bars. I'm thinking about, okay, D minor is like the home key. How can I navigate myself through that to build tension, harmonic tension, rhythmic tension, phrasing tension, or just different types of motion. I use interesting terms like motion and sound in different ways. Motion as in are you moving the listener's ear in a certain direction? You're not just playing the one tonality over and over. Why do most jazz saxophonists play flute? It's not a requirement, but if you ever play in a big band, most big band gigs on saxophone, you're going to have to play flute or clarinet. Usually tenors play clarinet, altos play flute, and then Barry plays bass clarinet. But just in general, if you play shows, you got to play it. It's because they don't want to pay people. They don't want to pay a flute player and a saxophone player. What do you think of Sayu's pieces? I already went over that. They're not for me. I didn't like the ones that I got. But if they work for other, like Chad Lefkowitz Brown, for example, is the probably, and it doesn't Tavon play on one? Pennicott? He plays on a Sayus, I believe, and he sounds ridiculous. Doesn't Godwin Lewis too? Yeah. So like I'm sure they are fine. It just didn't. The ones I played, I didn't personally like. You look so young. Hey, thank you. How old do you guys think I am? I think you guys know. I always love asking my fourth graders when I first start teaching them in September how old they think I am. They're like 16, 45. Like they don't know. They're 9 years old. They have no clue. To be honest, I would watch a tech vid because I'm trying to do what you do eventually. Cool, Race. Man, you probably got it together as much as I do. I mean, it's really... So, you know what? Here's the interesting thing. Up until like 3 years ago, I knew nothing about filming, recording, and nothing. I didn't know what frame rate was. I didn't know what ISO was. I didn't know about lighting. I didn't know about microphones. I was like in the Stone Age, like, and I was like blind, like ignorant on purpose. Like I didn't want to learn that stuff. I was like, no, like I just play saxophone. I just like play. I like record into my phone if you want to hear me, or like at a gig. Like I was like so not against it, but like I just didn't want to get into it. And then as soon as I started getting into it, it's very interesting, all the stuff. Like for example, people ask me like YouTube. They're like, oh, who are your YouTube influences? Most of them are not. Actually, almost everyone is non-music channel. Like Peter McKinnon, who's a filmmaker, photographer channel. Maddie Hapoya. A bunch of sketch comedy channels, and I'm not going to tell you. A bunch of car channels, a bunch of racing channels. So, like, I like all that stuff, but I learned a lot from, like, Potato Jet, Peter McKinnon, Daniel Schiffer, Maddie Hapoya. Those guys are all filmmakers, photographers. You look so young. 36, 32, 29. You stream? No. I meant, like, stream like this. Like, this is a live stream. Like, I don't stream outside of this. Yeah, Tavon Godwin. Yeah, there. Somebody said, Emily says 14. Thank you, Emily. I am not 14. Speaking of impressions, how's Simon? He's good. We had a lesson last night. He's doing great. Guys, he sounds good. The thing is, and he even said, he goes, if we do a video now, you can't put like burning fast with high school student. Because he's not my high school student. Everybody loves that because as soon as you tag high school, it's like, oh, it's a certain age. Now he's just another guy. Well, he's in college. I guess I can say my student, but he's doing great. He sounds ridiculous though, guys. He's the greatest talent-wise student I've ever had. You make playing the sax like a joke. Thank you. Do you ever practice? No, not really. You make playing the sax like a joke. I do. But that's why I always remember, when I teach, I don't tell people all these things. Like, my students don't know that. My students don't know about, like, I don't tell them about my YouTube channel. I mean, they find it eventually. But, like, when I say students, I mean middle school. Like, so I'm not, like, a bad influence. Like, I go in there and I'm like, you guys don't have to practice to get better. No. I tell them, I did exactly this. I said, when you're my age, you can do whatever you want. What's a good resource for someone who can't afford advanced private lessons? Well, I mean, YouTube. There's so much free stuff on YouTube. For real. The problem is you gotta kind of sift through it. That's the disadvantage of not paying. But if you don't pay, you got to, beggars can't be choosers. You got to kind of say, okay, I'm gonna have to sift through it. But there's a lot of great stuff on YouTube. There's so much. Jeff Antoniuk, I don't know how to say his last name. He has Digging Deeper. He puts these like really well thought out lessons. Like, guys, they're like, for example, there's a lot of channels on YouTube that are like really in depth, like educationally for saxophone. Like, not my channel. I do stupid sketch comedies and smooth jazz stuff. There's a lot of other channels. Go check them out. I know Jeff Schneider had a bunch of stuff. I haven't seen him pop up in a while. Maybe just recommendations. Better Sax, Jay Metcalf has stuff. I would just go on YouTube, honestly. I challenge you to play trombone. I did play trombone. There's a video of me on my channel playing trombone. I think either last year's first day of Christmas Tune of the Day, I played this Christmas, and I played it in the trombone section. And I think 2 years ago, I don't know if I think 2 years ago is still on YouTube. 2018, I think, is on there. And I played trombone on a tune. I think I soloed on trombone. How tall are you? Race, that's funny. But let's guess, Race. If you're within an inch high or low, you'll get a point. How tall do you think I am? What's the biggest flaw in your technique that you worked to? Are you from Boston? I heard you pronounce water. I say water. Now I'm from Jersey. Yeah, he's from Jersey. Similar accent, though. Moira, thank you. Got my back. All right, I'm trying to catch up, guys. Dave, a question. Be honest. Is the soul key real or a meme that you started? No, it's real. What do you mean? Is it a meme? Guys, I don't start memes. I just steal other people's memes. Look, It's this one. This one does nothing. It's the other one. Right? You can do it on any note. The higher the note, the more the soul key works. Oh, you can't even see my hand. Sorry. See? But if you do it on this one, watch. Nothing. Yeah, of course it's real. Why? Is yours broken or something? I don't know. Thoughts on Leger reeds? I've never tried one. I only played the Dario reeds. I know that I don't like Van Doren reeds because they make you play like I always feel like with Van Doren reeds, and I know you didn't ask about Van Doren, but it's the only other brand I really know anything about. Them, and I used to play Rigatti Golds for a minute, like when I was a freshman in college. They were good. They were really poppy. Like I felt like I was like super cannonball when I played them. Oh, sorry. Soft. There we go. I don't have my headphones on. So, but Van Doren reeds, I feel like when I play them, I can't shape the sound as much. I feel like it like puts you in like you have bumpers on a bowling alley. Like it forces me to play one way, which might be good for like students or if you're playing classical and you need to really play. But I like shaping the sound and really changing it. That's why the new Selmer Supreme, even though I don't like playing horns, it might be interesting to play because everybody that plays it, it sounds like it only stays one way. It's like too consistent for me. That's why I like vintage horns. I like being able to like play super dark and bright and sharp and flat and like really change the sound. I don't like when it's all one. I don't like when it's super consistent. What's the biggest flaw in your technique that you work to correct? Well, I don't work to correct any flaws, but I need to. Intonation, I think. Like I said before. And just I need to know more tunes. I don't know that many tunes. Digging Deeper, great channel. I love Boston Sax Shop. Apparently those are good. I never tried them. I practice 6 hours a day. Oh my god. Which sax do you like the best? I like my Mark 6 with stickers all over it. That's mine. And I also like it without stickers. I'm going to say 5'9". Oh, Race, you get a point. I'm 5'8". Not counting the hair. I guess if you count the hair, I'm 5'9". But my actual height is 5'8". Scoop Go Burr. Oh, yeah, that's a new meme, too. It does work. Oh, yeah, you're good. Is this me or the new middle school or high school band teachers getting better at playing instruments? You think I'm a new... Or I don't know if you're talking about me, but are you talking about other people? Maybe. Well, I think what it was 20 years ago when people came into teaching... there was more opportunities for players to play, so players decided to play. But now, a lot of people are starting to realize, even if they're fantastic players, I know some great players that are teachers, they realize that playing isn't really a viable option, or it's not the option they want. They don't want that life. They want a more normal, stable life, so they go to teaching even if they're great players. By the way, I've been teaching middle school. This is my 10th year in a row teaching middle school. I taught 1 year, I ran the jazz program at a private high school here at Lawrenceville School in New Jersey. And then I started this job in 2011. I've been there ever since. What happens if you take the key out? Then you can't use the soul key anymore. Then your horn's basically useless. Throw it in the garbage. My sax Sally doesn't come with a soul key. Camden. Oh, man, you should probably get rid of it. Throw it away. Daniel, I know you're trolling now, but you're asking if 6 hours a day is practice is a lot. That's too much. I would not advise practicing 6 hours. You're probably gonna develop bad habits, and you're gonna sound like a person who practices too much. Okay? I always tell it to people. I said at a jam session, I'm like, hear that person? They sound like they're in a practice room right now because they practice too much. Get out and enjoy life, man. I wonder why his embouchure... What are you talking crap about my embouchure? Playing old stuff. I wonder why his embouchure drops a bit when he uses a soul key. Anthony, you know what? I'm removing that message you just sent. That's messed up. I don't know what you're talking about. No, my soul key is... Okay. How were things at the Central Arts High School Conservatory of Modern Antiquated Music? Caleb, wow, what a throwback. Guys, by the way, did that video come out before my Smooth Jazz series? Because I think that was the first video that I made, or that was the first idea I had for YouTube. I was like, because I always loved comedy, and I was like, how funny would it be if I made a video acting like I was a kid auditioning for Grammy Band and all the things that I've seen that are goofy about Grammy Band auditions. Like the thing of me wearing a button-down shirt and a jacket and shorts is not because kids have worn that, but I watched some of these videos and it looks like it was the first time these kids like ever wore their like dress clothes. They're like not ironed. They're way too baggy or too short. Like their shirt's not tucked in. I'm like, guys, you gotta like get it together. Look good, sound good. That's what I always tell my students. My middle school band, guys, I make them, if you're in jazz band, for all the concerts, you have to wear, if you're a guy, you got to wear a suit. Girls can wear suits too. And then girls have to just dress like nice. You always have to dress nice. None of this, everybody wears black with the thing or the short sleeve shirt. You have to wear a jacket and tie. Suit. It doesn't have to be matching. It could be an odd jacket. Got to wear jacket and tie. You can't loosen the tie. Can't loosen it. You got to, actually, you can loosen it a little bit if it looks cool. Got to look good. So the whole band's up there. Suits and ties. 11 years old. I tell them at the beginning of the year, I say, you need a suit. Got to look good. Look at Louis Armstrong. Look at his bands. Look how nice they were dressed. You got practically 7 hours a day. Must be soul filling up. Is Grace Jelly good? You mean Grace Kelley? All right. I'm going to start deleting your comments, Daniel, because I don't enjoy them anymore. There we go. How would you describe the difference in embouchure between tenor and alto? I mainly play alto. Yeah. You sound like a steamship. Mute and dull. Interesting. Open up more. I open up more on tenor, and I blow like double the amount of air. I'm just like, like just blow really, really hard. On tenor. I think more warm air for alto. Well, more and on tenor it's more like bah. See, Jacob knows what's up. Homie, all the real homies know you got to practice 32 hours a day. Become pro. Of course, that's what I did. Before Boston Sax Shop started selling their own brand of reeds, Jack recommended me Rigatti Gold. Yeah, Rigatti Gold's killing. I haven't played him in forever. Let's go. Oh my God, I'm so far behind. Are you married? I am. Opinion on Adam Neely. Great player. Great YouTuber. Funny dude. He's the whole package. He can do everything. He's a great player, great writer, great businessman. His videos are super well thought out, super well researched. And what I love about Adam Neely's channel is the fact that a topic, think about this, guys. Look at his topics that he does. Now, I know he did some meme stuff, but like for the most part, his topics of his videos are these very narrow scopes in the music industry, what you would think would be like very few people would be interested. And he has over 1 million subscribers, and every video gets hundreds of thousands of views. And he's talking about very specific things. 7/11 polyrhythms, the history of Girl from Ipanema, well, not the history, but yeah, the history of Girl from Ipanema, analyzing tunes, making the Lydian scale sound bad. Like all these videos, like if I did them on my channel, they wouldn't, I mean, obviously I wouldn't get the views he does, but they would do poorly on my channel for my views. So the fact that he does them and like so many people love him is great for us as musicians, because that means there's still people out there that are interested in music beyond just listening to a performance. I'm the master at guessing heights. Yeah, I'm 5'8", right? Do you work on your piano voicings a lot? No, my piano voicings suck. Your comping and soloing are great. Thank you, Moira. But I by the way, Moira, am I saying your name correctly? Moira? I don't think I am. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Tell me how to pronounce it. Moira? Yeah. I don't think my comping is that good. I get away with it when I solo because I can do left hand like Bill Evans shell voicings. But when it's two hands, like if I'm comping in a band, I got to work on that. That's really bad. You are the same height as Charlie Parker and John Coltrane. Yes. My old instructor practice 6 hours a day called Nardis. I've been playing. I already have tunes. Guys, follow me on Instagram. That's where I put out polls for this stuff. I ask people, what do you want me to play? And I pick the tunes, some of the tunes that people picked. What was the worst time you chipped a reed? Oh, great story. All right. You got to earn. Yo, what up, Albano? The Madman is here, everybody. Go follow him on Instagram. Go follow him on Facebook. Go follow him on YouTube right now. Joe Albano, the Madman. If you guys like Simon Franzman stuff, you by default like what Joe Albano does. The Madman. I love Albano's stuff, man. Albano. Boston. So funny story about chipping a reed. That wasn't a chipping the reed story. I'll tell you that story later. I don't know. Chipping a reed? I mean, I chipped it on my face one time in a concert. That was bad. Oh my God, I'm so far behind. All right. For the next tune. All right, I'm just going to catch up. So everybody, ask your question again if I skipped it. Who's the student who burned impression with you in 2019? Grammy camp band, So Killing. That's Simon Huang. He's now a sophomore at USC in Southern California. But he's living in Korea right now. His family has dual citizenship. He doesn't anymore, so that was a whole debacle. But he went there when everything hit last March because the school went to fully remote. I think they're going back in late August, so he's going to be going back to LA in August. Speaking of the Mario Kart lick, today is Mario Day. Yeah, March 10th, Mario. I heard that Coltrane practiced so much that somebody fell asleep with the sax. I believe that. Yeah, some people can do that. I know it's been a while, but thanks again for recording that Kenny G Big Band video. Hey, Jazz and Reeds, who are you? Are you the person who organized that? I don't recognize your YouTube name. I'm pretty sure that it was on a different channel, unless you changed it. Do you currently give lessons? So I currently give lessons. I can't take on new students right now. My schedule's too busy. I teach full-time middle school. I have a lot of things going on. I can't take on new students. Middle of June, my schedule's opening up. I'm accepting a bunch of new students in middle of June if you want to wait till then. Do the trumpet mouthpiece on alto. Do I have a trumpet? Hold on. I might have a trumpet mouthpiece here. I also have a piece of a garden hose that was going to be for a video, but it didn't work. I do have a trumpet mouthpiece. So, do you guys want to see the tralto make a return, or the, what do we call it? Tralto? Or no, yeah, tralto, I think it was what it was called. So I have, if you guys want to see that, let me know. Put it into the chat here. I got band guy. Oh, by the way, so if any of you are in high school or middle school, or you are a director of middle or high school, the National Jazz Festival, because not many people watch my promo video, but the National Jazz Festival is a National Jazz Festival. And last year it was started because the Berklee College of Music always had a high school jazz festival every year for 50 years, and they stopped it. They said it was money reasons, whatever, fine. They stopped it. One of my friends who's the director at Princeton High School, that's what the movie Whiplash was based on. We could talk about that later if you want. He had gone there, and Princeton had gone there for years and years and years. I used to chaperone the trip every year. It was awesome. Great trip. He was like, man, this sucks. So many bands. There were over like 300 ensembles performing every year at this festival. He wanted to start a new festival. So he started the next year, 2020, February, started the National Jazz Festival in Philly. There was like 65 ensembles there. Really cool. I met some of you guys there. It was great. He's doing it again this year, fully virtual. So, and there's two options. You can, if you're rehearsing in person, like outside or in an auditorium or something, you can record yourself like with a camera, one shot, send it in. Or if you can do like I do with my virtual big band, all the boxes. That's what my middle school is doing. They're doing all the individual boxes. I'm also giving a clinic at this festival. I don't know what time of day it is. I don't even know exactly what it's going to be on yet. I can do whatever I want. So I'm kind of decide what's the best for the situation. But if you are a middle school band or high school or your director, think about doing it, and it's cheap. It's $100 total. Instead of traveling and doing all this stuff, it's literally $100 to enter, and there's going to be clinics throughout the day. There's actually a big name who's going to be part of the festival. It's not public yet. I can't say it. But there's a big name in the jazz world who's going to be part of this and doing a clinic, and I think it's got some big sponsors. They're giving away Key Leaves is giving away a gift card, I think of $100 or something, to the best saxophonist of the day for high school. So there's also individual categories. Like if you're just like a saxophone player, like no one else in my school likes jazz, you can do like an instrumental solo where like you and a couple friends can just send in a recording. You can do big band, you can do combo, vocal group, vocal solo. So check it out. If you want more information, message me about it. Message me about it. Like send me an email or Instagram DM is probably easiest. Here we go. All right. So sorry, I just had to say about that. What do you mean? So people are talking to each other. Tralto. Sax sample pack coming out on Splice. I don't know. I don't understand that sentence. I understand all the words in it, but I don't know what it means. One time I had to fix my horn when I was playing in a concert. I can tell you about a horn breaking in a concert. Donna Lee on Tralto? Heck no. What do you like better, alto or tenor? Alto, 100%. It's way better. That's an objective fact that alto is better. It's not subjective. That's not my opinion. Do the Tralto. I want to see Balto. I do have a No, we're not doing Balto today. It's actually Moira. There we go. Sorry. Moira. I like that. I do like your piano playing anyway. There's one man. Oh, thank you. Listen, I'm not trying to be like that person. Like, I'm terrible. But like, yeah, when I solo and stuff, I can get through it a bit. Hear me out. Take an alto, give it a tenor neck. Take a garden hose, tape it to the neck, and finally give it a trombone mouthpiece. So Late Night with Buddy. So I've tried a type of saxophone, garden hose, and trumpet mouthpiece. It doesn't work. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The trumpet with garden hose and trumpet mouthpiece worked. The saxophone does not. And I tried different length garden hose. I tried tenor, tried alto. It just it just buzzes. The fingers don't even do anything. Princeton was Schaefer. Yeah, so I can explain that later, Adrian. So it's not the current director, but yeah, Princeton High School is what Whiplash was based on. The guy who made the movie, Damien Chazelle, was the drummer at Princeton High School in Studio Band. That was the name of the band. And Nassau Band was one of their bands. All like the festivals, Cherokee Festival, Shawnee, like those are places here in Jersey. Yeah. Is it the festival US only? No. I think it's international. It's called the National Jazz Fest, but it's international, I believe. How do you filter yourself in front of middle schoolers? You just learn to do it. You put on your teacher filter, and you, even if you sometimes don't want to, you just put on your teacher filter. Your clinic should be 2 hours of screaming at the drummer. Yeah, that'd be fun. Have you ever heard of the 1 O'Clock Band? Yeah, good players. That school cares a lot about big band playing, and they have a killer big band. They have a lot of them. Have you listened to any Alex Hahn? Yeah, Alex is a solid player. Good player. Pretty sure my band director would do it. Do it, guys. Sign up for this festival. And if you want more information, let me know. How do you, no, tenor is so much better than alto. What? About to delete that comment, but tenor is not better. What do you do if Kenny G asks you to collab? First, I would have to get a fifth job to pay for my medical bills for the heart attack I would receive, because I'd be so happy that my heart would explode, maybe. I need a heart transplant. Then I would do the collaboration with him. You ever been to Scotland? No, I would love to go. Any good resources for learning improvisation? Jeez, that's a loaded question. Is the room you play in soundproofed at all? No, not at all. It's a terrible room for recording. I have to do a lot to get these recordings to sound even halfway decent. That's why my talk, like I don't have a shotgun mic, so when I talk on videos, I use this microphone right above my head, but it still picks up the room. It's not great. Do you know any Scottish? No, I don't. Can you make a double reed tenor? Didn't I do that for a video? I feel like I did. Have you ever felt goofy while trying to improvise and felt the need to stop and recompose and simply call it day? Yeah, 100%. Serban Dragomir. 100%. Where I'm just like, I just don't have it. You just put the horn down. Do what Miles said. Take the horn out your mouth. All right, let's play a tune on Tralto. Please play something on clarinet. All right, here we go. Tralto. So I hope people join in like while I'm playing this, and they just tune out. They're like, all right, this sucks. All right, so I have backing tracks already set. Ooh, maybe I should play Inner Urge on 7. I have that track because people wanted me to. Here we go. Could you buy a bass sax? I mean, I could, but I don't want to. I don't even own a tenor. I'm just been borrowing this one. Ooh, let's hear something. Hold on. Let's try something, guys. Along came. Now, I already have. Guys, follow me on Instagram because that's where I ask about the tunes. Check this out. My ears are ringing. Jeez. Tralto. Let's see what Tralto sounds like with a lot of reverb. What? All right, here we go. We're going to play, oh, jeez. Oh, God. All the things you are in 7? Or in 3? Yeah, let's do that. Uh-oh, it played the other track as well. Crap. Here we go.
You ruined the horn with all the stickers. Why'd you put stickers on your saxophone? It's a Mark 6. It's a Mark 6. You're ruining it. It's a piece of history. It's art. It's art. You're ruining art, Dave.
You know what's funny? Why do the people that always hate like that in all these saxophone forum groups, every time I ask for recommendations, hey, do you have any recommendations for subs for this gig? And I get tons of recommendations. None of their names are ever on that recommendation list. What a coincidence. All right, so reverb is still on. No, it's not. It's probably the room then. Reverb ain't on. Am I creating bad habits while having podcasts on while I practice? I don't know. No. Play the Mario Kart like right now off of memory. Well, of course. I mean, what do you think? I don't have it memorized? It's a very simple line. People freak out about the marker. It's a very easy line. It's just like it's a bebop line. I'm not going to play in the middle of the song for no reason. I do it as a meme. I don't do it, for any other reason. You sound great, Dave. Thank you. How easy is Head Altismo for you? Yeah. I used to be really good at when I was in high school. I used to practice out like scales, just major scales up to like high F. Like I can't get above a high D now. I think you don't need to. Maybe on tenor if you're doing some of that like Lenny Pickett type screaming stuff. But once again, I don't really play tenor that often. But especially on alto, you don't need to do all that stuff. I love some stickers from my Mark 6. Oh, from Australia. Where HB? Where do you live? In Australia. Are you on the East Coast there? Are you on the Gold Coast? You on Sydney? NSW? WA on the other side? NT up top? See, Adrian, I know my geography a very little bit. I know where I've been, and it's always the same spot. And I know my way around there pretty well now, around Surfers Paradise and then Brisbane. A little Brizzy action. New South Wales. Yeah, Sydney, cool. If you don't cuddle with your sax, you're not a human. Mark, I never get how you can talk for a long while in between playing and not have at least wet your reed for a couple seconds. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I play and it's bad, but I don't know. It seems to be working. Maybe it's humid in here. Who knows? Somebody says, planning on going to college for engineering, but jazz is a huge priority for me too. I'm wondering if you know of any sleeper schools or just good schools that have a good jazz along with other things. Depends on where, I think. I know Northwestern is big, like for double majoring and stuff. Apparently USC is good for that too, I think. I'm not good with that stuff, guys. I apologize. You must have practiced 40 hours a day, otherwise it's not possible. Oh, thank you. How do we get lessons this summer? I want to know the chosen one special sauce. If you're actually serious about lessons, either send me an email or Instagram DM in like middle of June. Let's see here. I was thinking about having background music like while I'm just talking and stuff, but that's a whole nother thing, so I'm just not going to. When you're going to do the YouTube Premiere waiting room music is smooth, yeah, that's an idea. I need to get that. Is there a video on YouTube of just the Premiere music? Or do I have to wait for a Premiere and like screen record it? I guess I could just do my own Premiere and screen record it so I know when. But it would be easier if somebody already just has it as a tune on there. I didn't even check. I got to do that. Guys, I have a long list of videos. There's a video I have on vibing, like how to vibe each other. We literally started filming it like a month ago. Me and my buddy, Jeff Ralston, guitar player. And we filmed it in parts, and we still have one part to finish, and then it'll be done. That'll be next week's video, I think. You still can't hit Altismo G? Well, Toast Boy, don't start with G. G is like a hard note to hit. Start with A. A is probably the easiest Altismo note, at least on alto. Start with A. And that's what the Sigurd Rascher Top Tones book is actually really good for, is Altismo. Controlling, voicing the notes, hearing the notes before you play them, voicing them with your embouchure and everything in your air, and being able to pick out those tones. Because if you're playing like... I'm not great at overtones, but like... You can hear them ahead of time. So if you play B flat and you want to hear the octave up, then the fifth, then the octave, like, then it'd be 1 3 5 flat 7 1. Then you can hear the high B flat, and then you finger high B flat, and it comes out so easy after doing the overtone thing. That was rough. That was like bad, by the way, but it helps. I mean, it helped me. So, let's see here. What's your most humiliating moment at a gig? Yeah, so it wasn't a gig; it was a showcase, and we were playing Careless Whisper. It was for a show band, like a corporate band type thing. And it like breaks down and like, all right, now we're going to feature our sax player, Dave. And there's like lights on me and a smoke machine and all these people there that are wanting to book the band and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on us. And I didn't know it at the time, but this Con 10M, the key for the high F, the solder down low like broke off, so the key was hung open. If I knew, I could have like just closed it, but I didn't know, so the key was hung open. And if you know saxophone, high F is the first key on top. So if that key is hung open, no other notes will play. I didn't know this. This happened literally between whatever tune we were playing and my feature, Careless Whisper. I was supposed to come in with a, I know it's on alto. I had tenor. It doesn't matter. They're like, Dave, on saxophone. The lights go down, spotlights, smoke machine. 1, 2, blah, 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 blah. That's all you can do. I was trying to go, and I had the thing, I had a leather jacket on. Nothing. All I heard was, not a single note would play. People staring at me. I turned around to the guitar player, Jeff. I was like, take it. And I went out the back door, and I actually grabbed the horn of another guy that was in the back, like, for one of the other bands. Yeah, it was crazy. That was rough. All right, I'm deleting these comments now. All right. A is easy on tenor too. Oh, okay. Just bite really hard. I don't do that. Sorry, I'm just joining in. I was doing my AP Chem lab report. That sounds horrible. It sounds so difficult. Everyone gangsta till your saxophone gets the red ring of death. I know what that reference is. I got you. Do you use circular breathing? No. I can do it with like a straw, and I can do it on trumpet really poorly. I can't do it on any woodwind instruments. Bye, guys. I have to go now. School tomorrow. Nicholas, Rossi, see you later. I also have school tomorrow. We'll have to teach. Do you ever produce music other than jazz? Nah, not personally. My teacher had me working on playing the Jeopardy theme on overtones. Yo, Nathan, what up? All right, everybody in the comments has to go crazy now because Nathan's here. Yeah, guys, it's Saxologic's. I mean, it's Zach Grooves' brother. Everybody knows Zach Grooves. Now check out his brother's here. Nathan, next video we do together, if I'm talking, that's how I'm going to introduce you. It's going to be a total vibe. I'm like, all of you know this person because of YouTube. His brother, Zach Grooves is that Zach Grooves' son? Worlds Collide. That's my buddy Danny Jankla's album. I think it was called that. How old were you when you started playing professionally? Well, it depends what you mean by professionally. If you mean like playing a gig at a jazz club with my own band, 20. If you mean a paying gig, I don't know. I was like 16 or 17 in high school. If you mean like, I don't know what you mean by professionally. Like playing, like real professional gigs. I don't know. In college, yeah, so 20. I am hurt. Man, stop. See, you got to come back at me though. I'm all about that. See, if you don't come back at me, then I feel bad. I know you're not actually offended, but I like the back and forth. I love the back and forth. Yeah. Everybody needs to comment on Nathan's videos from now on. Like, whoa, it's Zach Grooves' brother. What up? Yeah, he's killing it. Nathan's killing the game. What would a dedicated student who worked hard to get better impress you? I mean, yeah, of course. Why? Kids impress me all the time. Kids that work hard, work ethic and attitude impress me way more than playing ability. Because there's people that can just play, but if they don't have a good attitude and they don't have good work ethic and they don't have respect for what they're doing and they're not doing it in the right way, that doesn't impress me at all. You could also be a terrible player, but if you're going about it the right way and you're on the right path and you have a good head about you, that impresses me. Just playing great doesn't impress me. Like, there's always going to be someone who plays better than me, than you, than anybody else, right? Because Chris Potter's still alive. So so there's always someone that can play better than us because Chris Potter's still around, okay? Have you and Saxologic ever met in person? No, I've never met Nathan. I would love to. Man, Nathan, I got to get down. I just got my first shot, so I feel a little more comfortable. Once I get the second one, we're clear. I got to come down to Florida, man. Come down to the U. Give like a smooth jazz masterclass or something. Nathan does not know that tenor is superior. My new battery sax. Is that the Simon? Yo, Simon. How come you didn't send me that chart, dude, or that track? I told everybody, too. I said, yo, Simon has this killer track. And you never sent it to me. That's super messed up. I got the chart right here, Simon, if that's you. Hey, man, what's going on? The Saxy Gamer. Man, that collaboration we did on Baba Yetu was so cool. Guys, go check out the Saxy Gamer's channel. We did this video, what was it, like a year or two ago now? My bad. Take care of. Yes, Simon. Oh, you had a midterm. You couldn't email me a track. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Lazy college kids. You have nothing going on. You go to class for like 5 hours a day, and you're like, I'm so busy. Simon. Sorry, I'm calling you out. It's all good. You're doing like a double major. It's okay. You have an excuse. And you're in another country right now. 2009. Yeah, guys, Saxy Gamer. Check out Baba Yetu. That was really cool. I didn't know that song beforehand. It's like epic. I went and listened to the original, and it's from Civilization. It's killing. All right, it's time to play a tune. So a bunch of I started streaming at 7. So, oh my God, we're almost at 3 hours, guys. So remember, on Instagram is where I had a bunch of people pick tunes. So, all right, what do we have? We have a few left. We have Green Dolphin. Well, I'm not doing that one. So we have Blues for Alice or Green Dolphin Street. Once again, I think the tunes that people picked, like the list looks like a jury list for like college freshmen. It's like Green Dolphin Street, All the Things You Are, Eternal Triangle, Blues for Alice. Nothing wrong with it. It's fine. I'm just, sticker gang. All right. Lucas, what up, man? Oh, God. Admin trying to script the jazz room. Testifying to the parent board. Oh, dude, look out, man. Look out for an email from... Okay, cool. Send me an email. Also, Lucas, if you're still here, man, I know it's super late, but I wanted to talk to you about getting something for that masterclass that I did, just something from you about it. So, yeah, in that email, if you could remind me, or I'll remind you about that. That was cool, though. All right, what tune do you guys want? Either Blues for Alice or Simon's cool smooth tune that he didn't send me the chart for, or Green Dolphin Street. Sax is here. Yo, what up? Oh, sorry, it's super low. What's going on, man? A lot of people are coming in. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging. Lots of different people coming through. In the Rain. Simon, we were talking about In the Rain before because people were asking what my favorite Kenny G tune is, and I said it's actually one where he's on alto. So I played it a little bit. That's a great tune. Everybody's saying Green Dolphin. Science Jiteps. I love it. Sax Logic will be here soon. I can feel it. Yeah, I mean, he commented like right before you. All right, here we go. So Green Dolphin Street, it's just like Latin the whole time. Well, I hate using that term, but that's what they call it here. So waiting for finally. Yo, what's up, Mom? What are you doing? Shouldn't you be, I don't know, doing lesson plans or something? All right. I need a track for that, to do that. Something like that. I don't know. The Ivory Pro just sucks to play with. You can't play like creatively or do anything good, but you know, it is what it is. I could also play a tune from earlier because a lot of you are new. Do it on the tenor. I don't feel like going on grabbing the tenor. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I hate playing with iRoll. Oh my god, it's horrendous. Whoa, Dave, what scale is that? Sorry guys, I had to scroll. I'm scrolling back up here. What scale is that? It's a major scale, man. Play Careless Whisper. If I had a track, sure. Hold on a second. So for those who either were here and want to hear it again or not here, I also played Softly, as in a Morning Sunrise. I played I've Never Been in Love Before in A flat, and I played Eternal Triangle fast. I still have Blues for Alice ready as well. Or I could play something a cappella. I'm not playing Careless Whisper, don't worry. Actually, it's a great tune if I had a track for it. Do you like smooth jazz? Yes, I love smooth jazz. Giant Steps. I mean, I could play Giant Steps if people want to hear it, but just tell me what tempo. I'll download it, like either a bass track or I'll down. I only like playing with the bass, really. But people told me that they like hearing the drums and the stuff, especially through the internet. They like hearing the whole thing. Oh, Camden, you want me to play? What's the deal with that tune? What's the vibe? Because it's just a cappella. But is it slow? Like, I have no idea what it is. Is it swing? Is it straight? Is it funk? Like, what am I looking at here? Tell me, and I'll play it. Because there's nothing on there. The Great Dave. Giant. Oh God. Okay, hold on. What tempo do you guys want Giant Steps at? Everybody loves Giant Steps. Giant Steps. I can play it smooth. I can play it slow. I can play it medium. I can play it fast. How do you want it? Tell me. If you want Giant Steps, you gotta tell me. And then I'll play that song that you sent, Camden. Okay? This is turning into just playing now. Fast. Oh God. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna download it. While it's downloading, I'll play that Camden sent me a song, a cappella tune. Jeez. How fast is fast, guys? I can't play super fast, so like, tired of playing this tune. I mean, I'm not actually tired of playing it. Like how fast? Are we talking 300 or like slow? Like 200? Well, that's not fast. That's like medium swing. So like, all right, so not 300. Now let's do like 250. 250 sounds good. Should I do it in the original key? Should I do it in a different key? I'll do it in the original. Why not? Why not? All right. So I'm going to play a song that was sent to me. Family friendly too. I did 250. That's like, you know. Let's hear this tune. It's called Forget You. Are you talking about like I'm like forget you. It's not that one, is it? Oh, it is that one. Put some reverb. We don't need to play that anymore. All right. Do I play VR? No. Here we go. I think it hit the saxophone, but who cares? All right, you guys happy? You got your giant steps. Any other questions? There you go. Rock and roll. Yeah, this thing keeps flying down. Anybody see that? That was up there. You can't see, but above the thing there. All right, let's see. I gotta take these headphones. I'm dying here. New any percent? No, that was only 250. By the way, guys, when in the video when Simon Franzman did the speed run thing where it says thanks to Dave and Dom for involuntarily being in this, like he didn't tell me he was going to do that. That's legit. He literally just put out the video. He just sent me the link, like I guess it was premiering or right when it went live. He's like, hey, I hope you don't mind. And I was like, of course not. But like, yeah, that's true. He didn't tell me he was doing that. Which is hilarious to me. All right. Man's the Kenny G of Altos. How about your favorite slow piece? Yeah, let's play a ballad. I love ballads. Burger, no, what? I'll stop now. Sorry. Play question and answer on this. I love question and answer. It's a great tune. If you go on my channel, you can watch me and Dom's band play it. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Yeah, I think I played mayonnaise in that the edible edition of Will It Play, where I played all foods. I used like a shaker of like, paprika or red pepper flakes. I played Watermelon Man, I think, on a watermelon. Yeah, the thing fell nice. He's destroying his house. Yeah, dude, I go nuts for you guys. That's the thing. Like when I play saxophone, like I'm not trying to, or play music in general, I don't play because I need to play a certain. I mean, like if you want to play super controlled and you have to not move, like that's fine. But for me, it's more of like a thing. That's why I like playing jazz, because I can just do what I want and how I feel, and I can just do whatever. So yeah, yo, I'm gonna go play giant steps now. Go do it. The tune is not nearly as hard as it is. We as musicians apologize for mouthpieces. Yeah, I beat the hell out of my horn. I play the mouthpiece hard, and the horn, I kill the keys. Like my horn is way out of whack always, but I never bring it into the shop because I just beat it up even more. Checking again for. Is Simon back? Oh, Nathan, you're still here. I thought you left when you heard I was playing Giant Steps. You're like, I've heard you play this too many times. If you can give an educated estimate on how many hours you've practiced music your whole life, what would your guess be? That's it. No, I know that has to be a troll question because of all these people asking about practicing. But if it's a real question, I have no idea. It's probably way less than 99% of other people my age. I need. By the way, whoever hasn't seen it yet, check out my Be Right Back picture that I had on before. How awesome is that? All right, back to the video. So, how about like someone left? Is Simon back? Dude, isn't it like way early in the morning here? Or no, you said all hail because I brought him up. Never mind. You're seeing Patrick. Yo, tell Patrick I said what's up. He's from Florida. Yo, Patrick is a beast. Everybody here probably knows who Patrick Bartley is, but if you don't, go check out Patrick Bartley and the J Music Ensemble. Patrick is one of like he does different stuff, but like he does his own thing. But like if as far as just like saxophone players go, young saxophone players, I consider young as like the not like the Josh Redmans, Vincent Herring, Chris Potters of the world. He's like one of the top guys. He's one of my favorite players. Patrick Bartley, his sound, his technique, his approach, and his attitude are like incredible. Everybody can learn a lot from Patrick in many different ways. And if you don't know his stuff, guys, please check Patrick Bartley out. Goodness gracious. The way he plays, and he plays so soulful sometimes too. You want to talk about just going for it. This man goes for it, and he does it really well. I fake it here, and I do what I can, but he really, you want to hear someone that really can do it, go check out Patrick, please. He is a monster. Yeah, he's great. Do you like metal? I do. Metallica is one of my favorite bands of all time. What's your favorite setup? I guess the one I have. What about a ballad? Yeah, I'll play a ballad in a second. Dave, how do you stay so chill? Your attitude towards music is so relaxed. That's just how I am as a person. I do a lot, man. That's the thing. Remember, I'm a middle school band director, so that stuff is wild. That stuff is humbling when you're a middle school band director. And this is like a little note, because I am going to be signing off here at some point. I started 3 hours and 15 minutes ago, so we're going to start dwindling it down here. But so it's my turn for a second. But like, if any of you out there are currently band directors, or you want to be, I know a bunch of people were talking about they want to like teach one day or do this. Please make sure that when you teach, your job in the classroom is to teach the students. It's not to like be there to say like, yo, I freaking played with the bassy band, man, so like you got to respect me. Like I'm not teaching this fourth grader how to play hot cross buns because like, man, I could play giant steps in 12 keys. Like that does not matter. And kids don't care, parents don't care, schools don't care, and they shouldn't care. Now it's good that let me put it this way. If you're a good educator with the kids and you can play, that's a bonus. But just the ego thing drives me nuts, because there's some directors like that. They think that just because they are a good player or they can do something means they don't have to like be subject to the other like, I don't know, real world things of teaching. And I can tell you from teaching middle school, and when I say middle school, I also start them in fourth grade. It's 4th through 8th I do. So I say middle school because it's just easier than explaining that it's a K through 8 school and I teach them 4th through 8th and then send them to high school. But like, like I've said before, I don't go in tomorrow morning and say, oh, guys, did you check out my live stream last night? I played giant steps really fast. First of all, that's dumb. That's stupid to say. Second of all, they didn't see it. They don't care. Third of all, how does that help them? There's only negative from that. So, and I remember when they interviewed me for the job 10 years ago, actually now, they said, because the guy was like, I think he was a saxophone player before me. He goes, so I see here you're a player, you play jazz, blah, blah. He goes, how are you going to go from playing at a club at 2 a.m, up in New York with your friends, which I've done, and then teach the next morning at 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I said it's because it's two completely different worlds. You can take elements of both. You can take elements of professionalism and teaching and preparedness from the school and bring it into gigs. That's a whole nother thing I can vent about. If any of you want to play gigs, I can help you out a bit here. But also you can take the performance aspect of or just like the skills of being a performer, and you can use it in the classroom, but not make it the focal point, because it's not about you. It's not about you being a great performer. Because, maybe sure, if you're doing a master class at a college or something and you come in there and you have a pedigree of something, that's why they're watching you. But when you're teaching a 4th grader how to start band, it doesn't matter if you can play, you're playing at the Vanguard every night or you've never played a gig in your life. Your most important goal at that point is to teach the students that are in front of you. And I think some people forget that. And that's why it's not for everybody. Like there's a lot of musicians who know that, and they know, they're like, listen, I couldn't hang with that every day. And it beats you down. Like it can really weigh on you. You can work your heart out on a kid to say, I hate this, I'm quitting. Boom, done. So it's tough. So sorry, that's my little spiel now. I know people probably not want to hear that, but that's okay. Yeah, and it's like you can be a good player and you can use things about being a musician to help your teaching. I'm not saying to be a good teacher you have to be a bad player. On the contrary, but make it about them. All right, here we go. How high can you play? I'm like 5'8". So with my hair, I'm like 5'9". So that's about how high I can play. Unless I'm like standing on a stool, then probably like 6'5". You're a wise guy. Hey, well, I appreciate that. It's just, I'm not saying I'm super experienced, but like, now I've been teaching full time for 11 years. So, and I'm doing all the other stuff on the side for the last 11 years as well. It is important stuff, I think. Did you play any casual gigs in college? Yeah. That's when I started playing with my band at like jazz clubs randomly in smaller places. And how did I get them back then? I got the number of a place that booked through friends. Word of mouth is big. How you ask someone how they got a gig, and I know, I have the email them. Cold emailing actually can still work, where you just literally email someone with like a small press kit. You don't need a full big thing. They don't have time. But if you say in the email, the body of the email, my name is this is the band I'm representing. Here's an example of our work. Here's an example of our followers. Here's an example of this. We love to play. And just cold email people. That actually still does work. Are you ever going to do another smooth jazz video? Oh, absolutely. That's basically the meat of my channel. Yeah, I'll play one more tune. I'll play something slow to end it. Because I just played nothing but fast stuff all night. Luke, please stop. How do you deal with students who don't practice? Well, when you're teaching public middle elementary school, that's a lot of them. I deal with it a few different ways. I tell them the importance of practice. I encourage them to practice. I tell them they'll get better with practice. I show them that if they want to do more fun songs, more complex songs, more music, if they want to catch up to other people, you want to do this fun thing, well, you need to practice. If you know there's a kid that's just not going to practice, like I've had great kids who never brought their saxophone home or whatever instrument, they never brought it home because I knew that they liked band, but it wasn't a thing they wanted to do outside of school. So what I did was make it as good as I could in school, teach them during the lesson as much as we could, have good rehearsals, because that's the meat of the players. 99% of people aren't going to be playing after college, right? Like, 99.99999% of these kids are not going to be professional musicians. So not that I shouldn't teach them with the same amount of enthusiasm as if they're going to be professionals, but I have to understand and kind of be realistic about where they are. And you have to realize in a class that they can drop it. It's not math class. You can be hard as a math teacher. They have to take math. They don't have to take our band class. Can you play Juju? I need a chart for that. Can you look at my question above? Oh, sorry. Ludicrous Lime, where are you at? Oh, my God. Oh, I'm at a public high school, and the jazz band isn't that great. That's okay. I feel like I'm the only one who really cares and understands jazz. Even more so than do you have any advice? Yeah, well, without, overstepping your bounds and within the school, I honestly, nowadays especially, there are lots of things you can possibly do outside of school. If there's like community type stuff, regional type stuff, all state type stuff, like the Grammy band type things. I know Grammy band isn't a thing anymore, but like that type of thing. Get together virtually with people online. Try to do, I don't know where you're located, but NYO and all these other things. There's lots of like extracurricular things that might help you, and also connect with some other people. I'm sure there's other people within, driving distance of where you are that do care about music. So try to find them on social media somewhere, like another school, and say, hey, I'm a saxophone player. I take it seriously. You're a drummer. You want to try to find a bass player? You want to try to find a keys player? No More Blues. What a great tune. I was Camden heading out. Love the stream. Got to go now. Camden, see you later, buddy. I hope I played that tune okay for you. I know I didn't play the whole thing. It was very long. Anybody else have any questions? Here we go, Isaiah. I'm tutoring middle school students on sax right now as a high school student. One of my students hasn't been able to play a single note clear without squeaks or whisper for a few weeks. Any advice? Even like an open C sharp. First of all, are you able to try their saxophone? I don't know. It might be remote, but it could be the saxophone. There's nothing worse than beginner students having a broken horn because they get super discouraged because they're like, I can't play a single note for this long. A lot of them quit. So you got to jump on that quick. Check the reed. I don't know if you're in person or not. Check the reed. Check the instrument. Make sure that, let me move this out of the way. Check the reed. Check the instrument. Make sure there's nothing like that set up. Make sure the reed is set up correctly. Kids don't know how to line the reed up correctly. I've seen that. That actually happened. Was that today or yesterday in a fourth grade lesson. They like couldn't make it. Was like, I was like, what's going on? And the reed, the tip of the mouthpiece was here, and the reed was like, down there. I was like, dude, come on, get it together. You should play something like I'm gonna play something slow. I love ballads. That's my favorite. I should play I've Never Been in Love Before as a ballad. That's like, Polka Dots and Moonbeams. No, somebody requested that earlier, and I didn't download it, but I'll do it right now. Polka Dots and Moonbeams. Shout out to Richie Cole. This one's dedicated to Richie Cole. He was a great influence on me earlier. I didn't even talk about him yet today at all. But Richie Cole is a great influence on me. Man, I have so many stories, guys. We've gone through. I don't have enough time for all of them. Here are the stories to look forward to the next live stream, which I hope to do within the next month. I know I keep saying that every time, but here's a story. Talk about Richie Cole when I got to hang out with him and play with his Alto Madness Orchestra and some of the things he told me. I put out a video on Instagram recently about when he carved his name in his sax. I could talk about that. A story about Vincent Herring, remind me. A story about me dropping my music in a high school jazz competition. You guys got to remind me about that. There's enough of you here. There's 85 of you currently left. So some of you will hopefully be here in the next stream. Remind me of these. Richie Cole story, Vincent Herring story, dropping my music at a jazz festival, and what happened after. What other stories? So there's that. I don't know. Have you ever had to balance between classical and jazz? Only in high school. My private teacher was really big into that, but not really. I was always terrible at classical music. And it's hard to do. How did you make the hole in the crack for the edible? I took just a long drill bit with the power drill. Any tips on getting some music performance opportunities in a place with a small music scene, let alone jazz? Gold Coast. Dude, I love the Gold Coast. One of my best friends in the entire world, maybe my best friend, Jeff Reed, lives right in Surfers Paradise. He might be moving to Brisbane, though. Right in Surfers Paradise, man. There's not a lot of jazz there. You got to go up to Brisbane a little more for that. Look up the Hanlon brothers. I mean, see, once again, I don't know. There's not a lot of jazz. Look up Lachlan McKenzie, trumpet player there. Will Sargenis, good keyboard player. But Lachlan's a beast. Wherever he does, look him up. Lachlan, Lachlan McKenzie. He plays at JMI. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. The whatever Music Institute. And then there's the Brisbane Jazz Club, and I think Doo-Bop just closed though. How do you deal with egotistic students, kids or adults? I don't actually run into that too often. Maybe not surprisingly, but I don't run into it too often. You just got to let them know where they're at. Like, without being a jerk, I just tell them, what the deal is. I mean, I've had to deal with some kids who, like small ego things, like they're in band and some other kids are messing up and they're like, oh, why you keep messing up? So the number one thing I do with that is instant correction. I don't wait till after class. If I want to talk to them in private, right in the middle, if it happens in rehearsal, I say, you get out of rehearsal right now. Wait there until rehearsal's over. I'm talking about what you just said, and make it very specific. Don't just say like after, like, hey, can I talk to you about that? You either confront it right there and talk to them about it in front of everybody right there, or tell them you go wait over there. You're in timeout for the next 40 minutes until rehearsal's over, and we're going to talk about it. I shut that stuff down really quick, so maybe that's why I don't have to deal with it. Because a couple times I've had to, and the kids know. That does not fly. So Jameson, about the tips on getting opportunities. I know there's a couple places in Brisbane. Go check those out. I think Doo-Bop, the Brisbane Jazz Club might still be around. JMI. Look up those people. Talk to them there. They would know better. Jeff Reed, Lachlan McKenzie, Will. You ever played a sopranino? No, I have not. This is my composition. I'm in grade 8. What? All right, polka dots, moonbeams. And then I'm going to get out of here, guys. So remember those stories for next time. It's been 3.5 hours. It's been a blast. Stay here. Wait, can you answer mine above? Lucas, what'd you say? Oh, hey, Dave, at the moment I'm focused on getting an engineering degree. I really want to keep my sax, piano-based skills. Any tips of being a side hustle musician? I mean, that's kind of what I am. It's always make it a part of your life, I would say. So, yes, you're going to be tired when you go home from work. When I got home from work today, grabbed food, got done, and then at 7 o'clock and I started the stream. It's 10:30 now. After this, I have to clean up, do that, and I'll be up at 6 o'clock getting to work. So you're going to be busy. So it's about making it part of your life. It's not about like, oh, I can't do anything tonight on a Wednesday because I work all the way until 5 p.m. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Just make it part of your life. Say, all right, 5 to 6 is my free time. I'm going to eat lunch. I'm going to do music or go to a gig, go to a jam session, write, perform, record, stream from 6 to 11. Sorry. Lucas Shret. No, wait. Can you copy and paste what? Lucas Shret. I'm answering the wrong one. Okay, this is my composition. What's the question here? Do students know you're a YouTuber? I don't consider myself a YouTuber. I've never used that term, but I make YouTube videos. Okay. Do they know? Yeah, a lot of the older ones know. Like the middle school kids, like 7th and 8th, they know because they go on YouTube and the stuff pops up. Or someone will bring it up, or an older student. They have older siblings and they know. But I don't bring it up unless it's super applicable. Like if we're doing a tune in jazz band, like an easier arrangement of like a virtual big band tune, I might show them that. And they'll be like, do you have a YouTube channel? I'm like, copy and paste what? What are we talking about here? I'm very confused. Type your comment in again, Lucas. Shretlin. The link. There's no link. What link are you talking about? We're not putting in links in here. I don't see any link. Are you yelling at me to copy and paste it? That's a great way to get me to not copy and paste it. I don't see any link. Any more playing? Yeah, let's I got some text messages. Hold on. All right. Did you even eat? Cheesesteak. I don't live in Philly, but yeah, I love cheesesteaks. No, I did. I mean, I ate right before this. Like I said, I got done. I rushed, and I was done at 7 o'clock. When do you know you're ready to teach someone else? That's a great question. Well, it depends. If you feel like there's high school kids that I would actually recommend to teach beginners because it's still fresh in their mind. You don't want to be too far removed from it. If you remember almost what it's like to learn as a beginner and you know what mistakes you made and you know what mistakes that you can help people avoid, as soon as you know you can apply what you've learned to someone else. Like for example, if you feel like you learned something incorrectly or you learned something correctly and you want to show that to someone else, then you're ready to teach. So there's no specific age. Now, when I hear that high school kids are like taking on private students and getting money for like middle school students, I'm like, I don't know. But if you're just teaching a beginner or something and I don't know how old you are. Here we go. Polka dots and moonbeams, guys. I love ballads. Let's play a ballad. Let's end this thing. I can't answer all the questions. There's just too many. There's so many. So I will talk at the end. So don't leave right when I'm done. I'll give like a little closeout. Oh, next track. Whoops. Shout out to the Mark 6. By the way, I think Selmer hates me, or they probably hate me. I keep tagging them in all the videos or all the pictures. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them with the stickers, and I think they're not very happy with me. Especially when I put the Supreme sticker on there, and all these people online were getting mad at me. They probably hate it, but that's funny to me. Here we go. So Richie had a big influence on my wanting to be a professional musician when I was younger. So I hope you guys like that one. It's a great tune. There's mass ability of turning the soul key with his mind. Yeah, listen. I have the remote. I have the Bluetooth soul key. I didn't even talk about that yet, guys. But I got the microchip in my brain for the Bluetooth soul key, so I actually don't need my hand for it. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, Richie was great, and I had some funny stories about Richie Cole. I'll tell next time. Remember, Richie Cole, Vincent Herring, dropping my music, and whatever else you guys want to know. We love the Summer Supreme. Yes, we do. We love it. I don't even like know what Supreme is. Like, I know it's like a brand of like clothes or like hats or something. I don't even know. A couple of my students were trying to tell me, but I just thought it was funny. He put on the Jets. What's the song name? Polka Dots and Moonbeams. Are you the Elon Musk of sex? Yeah, with the microchip I am. All right, guys. When's the next stream? I don't know. Last stream, I was like, I'm going to do one every month because I do love this. And that was 7 months ago, I looked. So hopefully, so if I stay on my schedule, I'll see you guys in October. No, I'm going to hopefully do one a month. I would like to. I think Wednesdays are going to be my day for my video. So like this is my video for the week for the channel. Instead of putting out a regular video, I figured I would do this instead. I'm going to do the Saturday Shorts videos still, the 60-second video. So yeah, I started right at 7 basically, well, with the little snafu for the first 5 minutes. If you were there, has anybody been here the whole time besides me? I'm seeing some names that were here the whole time. I don't know if you guys left and came back though. Has anybody been here basically the whole time? Like you could have, obviously clicked off. I think Adamelia is streaming tonight on Twitch, so I'm sure he has like thousands of people watching him. When's the repairman's reaction? At some point. I mean, I don't bring my horn in, though. And I love my repair guy's great. Like, he gets, like, my humor, so he'll think it's probably funny. Actually, he might not, but I don't care. That'll be funny. But, I mean, I haven't brought my alto in years. Maybe 5 years. The pads are all old, and it clanks, and it's like, I'm sure I'm overcompensating on almost every note, but I like it. It's cool. I don't need to get it fixed. Until I can't play something. When I actually just can't play something, that's when I bring it in. If the notes are just hard to get out, like some of the low notes are hard to get out, the pads are like leaking, like I have to press harder. Like I don't care about that. That's fine. I've always dealt with that because I, beat the crap out of the horn. But when I can't play certain notes or something, like stuff just doesn't come out, then I'll take it to the repair guy. What is your favorite sax solo? Moo. I don't know. That's a great question. Greg. Oh man. Ah, geez, Greg, you got to do that. All right, what's the tune? Greg, killing me. I want it to end. I want this to be over. All right, there's a reed. Here's the 10M. There's been a reed on here for like, I don't know how many weeks. It's probably super warped. Let's find out. Oh, God. Greg, got to do it. Oh, God, this is probably going to sound horrible. This reed is like super wavy. Let's see. Here we go. All right, guys. So I'm heading out. Greg, I had to do that. Thank you so much for the super chat. That doesn't mean everybody now throws in a couple bucks and I keep playing. I'm actually done. So if you don't do any more super chats, please. But I appreciate it. So guys, thank you so much for. I've played it in. I've played it a little bit, but I mean the read. Well, I haven't played it in a couple weeks, or since that the chipping or the trick shot video. I played it for that, but that's not really playing. But that read's been on there for a few weeks, just kind of sitting there. Greg, no, I'm done. I told you, I played tenor for you. I didn't want to. All right, guys. So I gotta go. I gotta run. It's been real. It's been fun. Thank you guys so much. Just final thoughts. I appreciate everybody sticking around tonight. And when you go out there, learn some stuff. Remember, I am not your favorite saxophone player. Danny Janklow, Chad Lefkowitz-Brown, Andrew Gould, Sam Dillon, Alex Hahn, I already say him, Ben Van Gelder. They are not your favorite saxophone player. They are in the lineage of, they are amazing players. But remember, go check out who they check out, and they'll tell you that 100%. I promise you that. If you like them, go check out Dex. If you like them, go check out Sonny Stitt. If you like them, go check out Sonny Rollins. If you like them, check out Train. If you like them, check out Bird. Don't end it with people that are on Instagram today. Okay, please do. You have it all at your fingertips. I mean, heck, I downloaded every single Kenny G song ever from YouTube for that video. Every one, just right from YouTube. It's all there. So if every song of his is there for free, which he wouldn't really dig, you can find everybody's music. Please do another one next month. I'll try, guys. Hey, National Jazz Festival, guys, May 22nd. If you're a high schooler or a director or something, sign up for it. Individual choir, individual player, singer, big band combo. Send me a message if you want more information on it. See you guys. Barry, I don't have a Barry. I can borrow him from